Welcome, Grizzly fans, and here we are at beautiful Stello Stadium for a Division I matchup between the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin and your hometown Goffstown Grizzlies.
A big game tonight. They're all big games. When you start off 0-3, now Goffstown has won 4 games in a row. They need to win the next 2 to make the playoffs. So they need to beat Bishop Guertin, and this is a tough team.
Bishop Guertin with 1 win this year, looking for number 2 tonight. Injuries for the Grizzlies, looking a little grim.
Yeah, Charlie Keith, the quarterback, went out with a sprained knee. So we're going to have Jared Hinault at quarterback and also White, an offensive lineman.
Which is a big, big loss for the Grizzlies.
Real
on the
big
front
loss.
end.
So, this is a big game. If they do not win tonight, they will not make the playoffs.
We know Hinault can throw the ball. We know he can move the ball downfield, get the first downs, and get it in the end zone. I think the biggest loss is Josh White on that.
I would agree. And then I watched this team a couple of weeks ago. I was down here against Bishop Guertin versus Nashua North, and you got to watch out for their receivers. So Lupo and Hisco.
Yep.
Are really good receivers. So look for that.
The depth of the quarterback position has been tested, and we know that they've done well, but we really haven't seen the depth of that offensive or defensive line yet this season.
Yep,
so it'll be an interesting matchup tonight.
And what you're going to have tonight is a battle between 2 sophomore quarterbacks. Both BG and Goffstown tonight have sophomore quarterbacks, so let's see who shines.
A lot of depth in the bench. Enjoy the game. Welcome, Grizzly fans, and here we are at the beautiful Stello Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire for an unusual Saturday night kickoff, Scott, at 6:30.
Yeah, it's getting a little cold. It's a beautiful day today, 60 degrees during the day, but expect temperatures to drop as the game goes on. I would expect, Alan, that we'll have temperatures probably in the high 40s.
High 40s, that's all right. As long as if there's no snow, no rain, it's going to be a clear night. It's a beautiful night, and the Grizzlies have won the toss. They have chosen to receive.
So as we said in the pregame, this is a must-win game for the Goffstown Grizzlies if they want to make the playoffs. They're tied with Central. In the north, in that second spot. And if both Central and Goffstown finish the season at, I believe it's a 6-3 record, then Goffstown will win due to head-to-head matchup.
Absolutely, and that was a big game. That was a big win a couple of weeks ago on that Friday night.
Yeah,
that was a chilly night.
It was.
And here's the kickoff. Grizzlies are in away white, traveling left to right across your TV screen. That's going to stay in bounds, going to just go out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
On that play, Alan, that's a risky move for Goffstown. I say that because if that ball stays in bounds, it's a live ball once it goes past 10 yards.
And nobody seemed to be in a hurry to grab it.
Correct, and that's like I said, so they're going to probably make them re-kick. That's been the MO for Coach Huft all season long when teams have kicked the ball out of bounds.
We got Teixeira, Leahy, and Dodge set back to receive. And in the middle is Putnam. He's taking over Charlie's position right there in the middle. That's really, I call it the captain of the razzle-dazzle. We'll see if they're going to keep it out of the hands of the razzle-dazzle captain and kick it to safety, we'll say.
No, a lot of these teams have kicked the ball in between, like around the 35-yard line to the up men.
Those 2 guys at the 35-yard
exactly.
line. I can't see the numbers. And here's the kick. Same direct, much better kick. All the way to Leahy at the 20. Razzle-dazzle, here we come. I don't know who has it. That's Teixeira. He's across the 35. Tackled out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 at their own 41.
So a good job by Putnam on that one, right? Because it faked us out.
Yeah, absolutely. It usually does. Great job by the Grizzlies. They're going to mark that ball right at the 40-yard line. Just at 11:53, Grizzlies will be 1st and 10. Hinault will bring the Grizzlies to the line of scrimmage.
And the key for Goffstown is can they get their running game established? Because keep in mind that Charlie Keith is their running game.
Stinnett gets the ball right off the tackle in that A gap right up the middle, just about midfield, right in front of us, Scott. That's going to be close to a first down. Great run by Stinnett.
And they're calling that a first down. The chains are moving, I believe. They are. And Goffstown goes in a hurry up.
Scott, nice field, good elevation for us from a filming standpoint, but boy, we're far away. Trying to see these numbers. That's a high snap. Hinault gives it to Stinnett right up the middle. He bumps to the outside. He's across the 45. He's down at the 42-yard line.
It's about an 8-yard gain for him.
Absolutely.
And he was able to bump that one outside, and Guertin wasn't able to contain the edge. I wonder who is playing in charge in place of White tonight.
Yeah.
Cam Moquin, maybe?
I can't see the numbers. They're too close to us right now. High snap again. Hinault gets it, bumps to the outside, cuts back into the middle.
Oh,
he's wrapped up right away.
He's going to get stuffed.
That's tackled by, is that 75? Yeah, that's 75. I don't have a 75. Scott, do you have a 75 on your wrist?
I do not, but that's who I was telling you before.
Brings up third down with about 2 to go, Scott. Good snap. Stinnett gets the ball, bumps to the outside. He's got first down and more. He's across the 35. He's brought down at about the 27-yard line. Easily a first down for the Grizzlies. Boy, Stinnett's been eating his Wheaties in the morning. He's run the ball awfully nice.
Alan, if you can make note, number 75 for Guertin is Ethan Holt, and you're going to call his name a lot. He makes a lot of tackles. So
Ethan Holt. First and 10 for the Grizzlies at 10.5 minutes. Stinnett gets the ball one more time, picks up about 4 yards on the play. Ethan Holt, you say?
And you're going to see just a lot of running here. This has been all run option, and it's been a whole lot of Stinnett.
Oh, he's been getting it done. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep him running the ball, moving the ball nicely just on a handful of plays. Stinnett gets it one more time, still on his feet, wrapped up. He's lost yardage on that play.
He's got stuffed at the 25-yard line by a BG defender.
That's number 52. That's a big boy. That's Schofield.
Yeah, like I said, you'll be hearing from Jacob Schofield. He's one of their best defensive players. Big, long down, 3rd and 8 here.
3rd and 8. We're going to see a pass for sure. Rolling to the right is Hinault. He's got a defender in him.
But there was
miscommunication. Jarrett didn't have
what was Jarrett doing on that
play? He was blocking. He was blocking the whole time. He wasn't even looking for a pass.
So either that was a wrong, he didn't know the play or something was going on there.
Play because he had his back to Hinault the whole time.
So in that situation, Heidenreich isn't even looking back.
No.
And, Goffstown had a really impressive drive here, but they're now in a 4th down and 8 at the 25-yard line of BG.
Certainly in position to go 4th and go, Scott. I mean, I can't.
Well, no, they're going right now.
Of course they
are. Will they run the ball, or are they going to pass?
I'd like to see a pass. Hinault looking to pass, 2 steps back. Has an open receiver. That's Leahy. He's across the end zone. No flags. That's a touchdown. Grizzlies right up the seams. Hinault.
Hey, that was a beautiful pass.
Leahy,
Holy cow.
Right there, right? It was like
right
a seam.
in the seam.
Right in the seam.
And I have to say, we've seen Hinault play. He's probably not quite the runner that Charlie Keith is, but he can pass.
He can pass the ball. He's got a great arm. Going for the extra point should be Gibson. Good snap. Held by Dodge. That looks good. That is. Mark that as 7 points for the Grizzlies with a connection of about, boy, Scott, that was about a 22-yard play for the Grizzlies, right?
Yes, it was. And, for the fans in TV land, we're pretty far away here. We're on top of the press box. We do not have the benefit of large screen monitors. So, we're going to rely on our vision. And Al and I, we're getting a little older, right? I mean, it's hard to see the numbers.
Yeah, well, from this distance, it's really hard.
But we're going to get taken care of by our cameraman, Broden, and our helper tonight, Ty.
iPad coordinator.
He's our what?
Ty is our iPad coordinator.
iPad coordinator.
We're going to give you a title. Whatever. Yeah,
business cards. He gets business cards.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Show your mom and dad.
GTV technical staff.
GTV Sports.
Yeah.
A division of
GTV Sports.
And the Grizzlies are getting set to kick. That is Gibson, number 38, in white on the left side of your screen. With 9:36, Grizzlies take an early lead, 7-0 over the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin. Little punt kick there, right to that 25-yard line. Cardinals come up with it. Leahy after the
right
touchdown,
there.
laying them down at the 30-yard line. Cardinals will be 1st and 10 with 9.5 in the first quarter to go.
So while we wait for BG to get set up on offense, a plug for those who want to help and be a volunteer at GTV. If you want to be a broadcaster or work behind the camera.
Well, at this pace, Broden's going to take over as the director of the studio.
I agree, but we always need volunteers.
We absolutely need volunteers. This doesn't get done. Adam said there was something like 5 live coverages this week, I think.
Yes, 5.
I know we did, Butch and I did the field hockey, which was fantastic overtime winner.
And a couple of soccer games, I know, as well.
And here come the Cardinals. That is
that's trouble. That is
He's
trouble.
Across midfield. Ben Dodge is going to get him out of bounds. That's quarterback number 11, Hayden Moses, on the carry. So, Scott, we got not DeSilver.
That's interesting.
But that was Moses.
Yeah, so it was De Silva was the quarterback against, and that was the game that I watched against North versus BG. So I guess they've got now, they're going to put Hayden Moses at quarterback.
Big play for the Cardinals. Quick first down as they cross midfield. Find themselves 1st and 10 on the Grizzlies' 43.
And Goffstown's defense lost containment on that one.
Keeps it himself right up the middle. Big yard play again. First down easily, just shy of the 30-yard line.
So both teams are just running at will here. Both BG and Goffstown are picking up big yards. So BG, 2 runs, 2 first downs, and they're on Goffstown's 31-yard line.
At the 31, 1st and 10, a new set of downs for the Cardinals.
And they're going right up the middle on that last one.
Scott, yeah, there's no fooling around.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're coming right up the middle. Get ready.
And it looks like Moses has got quite a bit of speed.
Speaking of running up the ball, Exeter, first time this year, they won't make the playoffs in the last 10 years or something, Scott. Moses, again, keeps it himself, wrapped up right away. That looks like Cuddy on the tackle. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and I think that one was a planned option, and there was really no place for Moses to go on that. He couldn't option the ball out to
looks
the
like
wing.
He has number 22, Bew.
Yeah, Bew will be the premier running back for BG. But again, watch out for the likes of Austin Hisco and Joey Lupo. These are the guys. They're fast. Lupo especially is definitely a threat.
Somebody had his shirt right away.
Yeah.
Is that that's 30-something on the ground, flat on the back.
Whoever.
Is that 38? 39.
39.
On that grab. That was a great grab. Wouldn't let him go. That's Picard.
That's Picard, yeah. So he grabbed the jersey and just threw him down. So now this will be a 3rd and 9, but this is 4-down territory for BG as well.
Absolutely. Just under 8 minutes. Cardinals find themselves on the Grizzly 30.
It's going to be a lot of attention. Watch out for again, Hicks. Well, he's number 5 now. He's switching now.
Oh, yeah, he's going to the top of the screen. We're going to certainly get to see if Moses has the arm that Hanal has. Moses keeps it himself. He's across the 25. Not a first down. He needed to get to the
number 43 for
21.5.
Goffstown. That was Jeffrey Hager.
Hager, the horrible.
And that will be now a 4th down and about, I'd say, 4 yards.
Where's the ball? About 3.5. Yeah, 2.5 actually.
They have not passed the ball yet.
Not at all.
But then they've had so much, just like Goffstown did. There's just so much space.
We got moving receivers. That's Baker.
Yeah.
That's number 5. That's
Hisco in the lower part of our screen.
And 7 is Callahan.
Look for them to run it again. Here comes a blitz.
Oh yeah, right in his.
They're going to say it's offside on Goffstown.
No, he's indicating BG.
Nope.
Timeout.
Timeout, BG.
Timeout.
Well,
BG.
we heard a lot of cheering on the BG side, so I was under the assumption that perhaps maybe Goffstown went offsides there.
Well, Scott, early on into the first quarter, the Grizzlies lead by 7-0, and the Cardinals are knocking on the door.
Yeah, and that's what I saw in the game BG versus Nashua North. And we know we struggled against Nashua North. They have that probably all-state running back Curtis Harris. And BG came back. They never gave up on that game. And that's why coming into this one, Goffstown should be nervous.
Scott, the big difference that I see already early in the first quarter is that the Grizzlies are a little more rounded. I mean, they can pass the ball. We've got to see what Moses can do if he can pass the ball. If he can't pass the ball.
I can't speak for Moses' throwing ability because I haven't seen him throw the ball. I did see Joey De Silva play, and Joey De Silva could throw the ball.
Well, it's 4th and 3rd. Maybe they're got an injury bug as well, and Moses is next up. But I got to believe they're not going to pass on this at 4th and 3 from the Grizzly 24.
I would agree. I mean, I would probably run the ball again. They've had success.
They've had great success. Moses and Bew. Moses.
He's going to throw it.
He's passing.
Wide open.
Wide open. He's still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds.
That's
finally.
A first down.
At about the 18-yard line. That's a first down for sure for the Cardinals.
And that was a well-designed play by BG, and that'll pick up a first down on Goffstown's 17-yard line. That was a beautifully designed play where the quarterback rolled out, hit his receiver on the sideline.
And he passed the ball. Shocking. 4th and 3 right there, Scott.
Yeah, good throw, though. So he's
Very
got
good
the
throw.
arm. Very accurate.
Moses in the shotgun. Bew in the backfield. Moses keeps it. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. They're approaching the 10-yard line. I mean, where are they spotting the ball, Scott?
I think he picked up about 3 yards on that play.
Actually, no. It looks like they only picked up 1.
1? Oh.
Really a whole lot of nothing on that play.
That's on the 11-yard line, so they only picked up 1. You're right. A lot of
no,
players.
Scott, that's the 16-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of players are in motion. You're right. They're switching around.
Yeah, a lot of movement, right?
Yeah.
Moses to Bew. He bumps to the outside. He cuts back in. There's Grizzlies there. He's not quite.
He picks up about 3,
10.
right? So it looks like it's about a 3rd down and 5 from about the 12.5-yard line.
Yeah, right smack dab in the middle.
But so far, Goffstown has had difficulties, stopping this running attack for BG.
They've held the ball. They've chewed up some time.
Clean game so far, no turnovers.
Yeah, very clean. 3rd down, 5 to go, 5 minutes on the clock. Moses to Bew. No, Moses looking to pass.
Throw.
He's got a that's
up.
Stinnett. Stinnett tackled at the 6. That'll be Grizzly ball, 1st and 10. Stinnett with the interception.
So before I know it, I said no turnovers. In the next play, it's an interception by Goffstown.
Big turnover for the Grizzlies.
So that ball was deflected, popped up in the air.
Well, yeah, he did a good job with his hands on that. I mean, not only are we seeing Jack run the ball nicely, but we're setting up that touchdown pass, but certainly on defense as well. And Hanault is right at the goal line, Scott. He's right inside.
Got to be careful on snaps here.
Smart play. That's going to go to, is that 93 in the game? That's 93. There's Juno on the handoff. That's picking up about maybe 2 yards on the play.
Schofield on the tackle. That's the 2nd time we've called his name.
Yep. Yeah, he's a big kid too, right? 52. That's a little bit of a delay, but that's Juno picking up on about 4 or 5 yards on that play.
I thought that he was going to get tackled for no yardage,
right
and
at the line
he squeezed out for 4 or 5 on that.
Keeps squeezing out. He's going to be about 2 yards shy. Maybe 3 yards shy of a first down. It's not 3rd and 8. It's about 3rd and 4.
But you can see right now that BG they're putting a lot of guys on the line.
Oh, look at him.
So this is an opportunity for Goffstown to pass the ball.
Hanault brings in the high snap. He still has the ball. He's across the 15, cuts back into the middle. He's across up to the 25-yard line. 1st down and more for the Grizzlies.
That is an excellent read by Hanault there.
Yeah.
So he saw where those linebackers were. He fakes the handoff, but he keeps it and goes outside for the 1st down. Great play by Hanault reading the defense.
Great job by the young quarterback today. Already with a touchdown pass and nice moves and anticipation on that play, Scott.
But you've got 7 guys on the line.
Hanault looking to pass. He's going deep.
There's nobody there.
There's no one there. He throws it.
So, again, that has to be a blown
he was
play.
looking for Putnam, number 22, but that was 5-7 yards beyond.
Way beyond
Putnam.
it. So it's like Putnam seemed to have come up, he did not either run the full route.
Yeah.
But you saw Hanault's arm there. He threw that ball about 30, 40 yards down the field, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, he's backed up at the 20. He threw it to the 50. That's 30 yards. Plus, he threw it about 10 across, so that's a 60-yard. I mean,
yeah, big throw.
Slinging the ball pretty good. Good snap. Juno, nope. Hanault keeps it himself.
He gets stuffed. He lost a yard on that one.
Lost of a half a yard on the play. That's going to bring up
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Yeah, that's going to be a long 3rd and 10. I can't imagine we're going to run the ball here. Wide receivers set at the bottom of the screen. That's Heidenreich, Dodge, and Leahy. Top of your screen is Putnam. Checking in the backfield will be Juno.
Yeah, you need a running back for pass protection here.
Juno's a better blocker than Stinnett.
Hanault has a lot of green and yellow coming at him. Pass across the middle. No good. Overthrown.
There's a flag on the
Intended for
field.
Dodge.
There's a flag on the field. No. I'm sorry. It's the
marker.
It's
at
the marker.
midfield.
It looks like it's a yellow, but it's not.
It looks like a yellow frisbee, doesn't it?
It does.
That's going to bring up 4th down for the Grizzlies. We're going to see Lefebvre come out.
Punting
see how his leg is.
situation, yep.
Consistently a terrific punter, right?
Yeah.
He gets it high. He gets it deep. I mean, he gets the job done.
The issue has always been the snaps,
Yeah.
you know? I mean.
Yeah, if he hasn't had a good kick, it's from the snap. High snap, sends him back, gets a good leg on it.
Line drive kick.
Right at midfield. The Cardinals
trouble.
receive that
That
one.
is
He's
trouble.
up the sideline. He's along the 30, cuts back into the middle. It's going to be wrapped up at the 20-yard line. Finally wrapped up by number 32 for the Grizzlies.
Great
That's
field position.
Geisenheiner.
For BG. I mean, that's the problem with a line drive kick.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. It was a snap that kind
High
of took
snap,
him off.
right.
He had to jump back about
Right,
2-3
yeah.
steps. It was a line drive, and then sure enough, the receiver got that, Scott, with a whole lot of steam picked up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the BG player might have stepped out of bounds around the 35, but the referee is there on those sidelines. So
They can see it a lot better than we
of
can
course.
right here.
So now Goffstown is back to where they were before.
Exactly. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals from the Grizzly 20. Moses and Bew, 3 wide Cardinals at the top of your screen. Quick pass
throw.
out. Stinet's there, dragging him
Whoa,
down.
what a
Loss
tackle.
of 2 yards on the play.
What a great play.
Great defensive play.
Hager is
Hager on
really
that
stepping
one.
up, right? I mean, that was a great tackle. He shedded that block, and then what a textbook tackle. And if there's one player who really has gotten just unbelievably better throughout the season,
Oh, yeah.
Hager's one of them.
What year is Hager? Junior. Moses with Bew. Moses looking left. He's going to
Big
the end
throw.
zone. There's a lot of white there. That's Putnam.
Oh, he almost.
I got to tell you, Putnam had the best chance of
I
getting that
agree,
ball.
but the BG player almost put it in his hands. He almost had it.
That pass is incomplete. That was intended for Cardinals number
Lupo.
32.
That was Lupo, who was the intended receiver. So they threw that. Moses threw this ball into three defenders.
3 defenders.
And Lupo almost came up with it off a deflection.
but the odds, Scott, it's not a high probable pass.
I
mean,
agree.
let's-
3rd down and 13. I'm a little surprised that they did that, but maybe they saw something there that they could exploit. But Ben Dodge was back there on that play.
Moses looking left, right, out of bounds, intended for number.
Yeah, and that was
number 3?
on that play.
That's number
Evan Cuddy got in the backfield, Allen, and
Disco.
he made the quarterback throw the ball a little quicker
than he wanted to.
So this will be a 4th down and 13. Again, you will go for it here because the high school kickers can't kick 45, 50-yard field goals.
And we're at the 2-minute mark. 2:03 on the clock. It's 4th and 13 to go.
And let's see what they're doing here.
They got a whole new personnel line
Well,
coming in.
it would be a 23. It'll be a 40-yard field goal. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going for the field goal.
So it's a 40-yard field goal. You don't often see this.
Kick is low.
Blocked. That
blocked
that
easily.
had no chance.
It's
it's a live ball. It's a live ball.
Ripped down by the collar. That's
Yeah.
number 34 comes up with it. That's Brad Baxter.
Yeah, so it's a live ball. We've seen this happen in a couple of games this year where a kick gets blocked, and that
Scott, Grizzlies find themselves in great field position at the 39-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 with 1:52 remaining in the first quarter.
I think if you're Coach Huft and if you're the sideline coaches for Goffstown, you want to see another score here. You know, this is a team that you don't want hanging around, Allen.
Right.
I'm telling you, I've seen them play.
Well, they can certainly run the ball. They've had smart
but
play.
I've seen them against, in that game that I saw, they came back, 21 points down.
Right up the middle to Stinnett. He's twirling and spinning, picks up 3 yards on the play for the Grizzlies. Looks like Hagar did a little bit of blocking on that play.
Yeah, Hager has just had a great season. And look at what trips.
Yeah, the Cardinals are sending an awful lot of yellow helmets to the ball. Quick little pass out.
Oh,
He's
I love
open.
this play.
Love
this play.
That's Putnam. He's across midfield. He's across the 40.
Oh, he gets tripped
finally.
up. Yep.
He's down at the 37-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 inside Cardinal territory.
That was a wide receiver screen, and they exploited Bishop Guertin on that one because they were coming hot and heavy on the rush.
And Putnam has a lot of green in front of him. He's going to run. He's going to run north and south. We're moving. The ball's moving. No whistles. Interesting play there.
I don't know what that was. It was like a hesitation.
It was like a quick snap with 1:10 on the clock to keep the clock moving. Grizzlies will bring up 2nd and 10. Really no gain on that play.
Oh, it was a different quarterback in or something. Who was in that? It was number 7 was in there. Ben Dodge was in.
That's
just a very weird play for Goffstown.
Maybe Hinault was tying his shoe or something. Who knows? Hinault finally in the shotgun, gives it to Stinnett. He's still moving. He's slung back. He's still on his feet. He's going to be wrapped up. He's still on his feet.
How do you blow the whistle on that?
I don't know. I mean, he was
not wrapped up.
No, not by any stretch.
Now, they called forward progress maybe, but I don't know if you blow the whistle on that.
There's 1 yard gain on the play. So, yeah, he wasn't wrapped up, Scott.
So it's a 3rd down and 9. This is 4th down territory for Goffstown, no doubt at the 35-yard line of BG with under 25 seconds to go in the first.
Hinault rolls to the left. He's looking, got an open receiver. That's deflected, but I think Leahy comes up with it. Leahy comes up with it at the 22-yard line.
Play. It tipped, and Leahy grabs it.
Pass, I think, was intended for Putnam. Leahy ends up coming up with it.
And that could have easily been picked off.
It was intended for Teixeira. Teixeira and Leahy in the right place at the right time. Grizzlies 1st and 10 from the 12. Right up the middle.
Pickup of about 5 yards.
Is that Stinnett or Juneau?
Can't tell.
33, that's Stinnett on the carry.
And that'll do it for the first quarter, Alan.
First quarter comes to a close. Your Grizzlies lead 7-0, and they're knocking on the door one more time at the 15-yard line. Grizzlies will be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 5.
So far in that first quarter, the ball has been bouncing Goffstown's way. So on that interception, it went their way, and then on that play there, Leahy just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, nice overthrown ball. Leahy dives for it.
I'd like to see Goffstown continue what they did in that first drive where they just ran and ran and ran. Now, granted, BG was playing that a little bit tougher because they started to stack more guys on the line.
Yeah, they really are stacking the line. I mean, Hinault has got a lot of people coming after him.
We got to find out who. We heard White is not playing, but I got to find out who's
in
playing
his spot in the offensive position. So let's take a peek as they come to the line of scrimmage.
We know Lefebvre, number 57.
Yeah, we see that. What else? All right, what do we got for numbers there? Is that number 50?
No, Marcus Rush. He always plays. Dan Locke always plays. I wonder if it's like Paez, maybe.
Paez is 80.
59.
76. Belanger,
he's always in there, too. He's the center.
Yep. 59.
Noah Pineo.
That's Pineo. He's a sophomore. Is that who's taking his spot?
Yep.
So Ben Dodge is rushing onto the field as a receiver.
It's at the bottom of your screen. Hinault with Stinnett.
High snap.
Hinault keeps it himself, cuts back into the middle. He's close to a first down, Scott.
Yeah, it is pretty close. He's around the 11-yard line. Let's see. They might have to bring the markers in on that one.
Cam Moquin
is
they're
calling a first down.
They did. They called a first down.
Okay, so it's Cam Moquin is playing the line.
Scott, and this is going to be 1st and 12.
Another
high snap. Stinnett right up the middle. He's moving forward. Got a lot of Cardinals around him.
He gets to about the 10-yard line, it looks
maybe pickup of 2 yards on the play, Scott.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm not too happy with the snaps. The last 3 snaps have been very high.
Brings up second and 8.
That's Belanger, who's the center. Got to get those snaps down because it ruins the timing for the quarterback.
Hinault and Stinnett. Hinault keeps it himself. He's still on his feet. He's going to run to that corner. He's in the end zone. That's another touchdown. Hinault.
Let's not forget, Hinault is a sophomore.
10-yard,
That was a beautiful run by Hinault. And he's showing off his rushing ability, not just his arm tonight. So that's going to be a 13-0 lead.
Yep. Gibson for the extra point. With 11:13 on the clock. Good snap. Kick is up. Plenty of leg. It's good.
14-0
14-0 for the Grizzlies.
So a big job by the offensive line for Goffstown, right? I mean, they're running the ball pretty much at will here in their first couple of drives, giving not only Stinnett but also Hanal just a ton of holes to run through.
Well, not so much a hole there, but they just kind of contained the defenders,
yeah.
and he ran right to the end, right to the corner, and easily in the end zone.
So next year when we get our telestrator, right?
Oh, boy, won't that be fun.
When we get that telestrator, then we're going to be able to,
see the replays.
Oh, no, see the replays, and then we can, draw lines.
We can be like John Madden?
Exactly.
Oh, beautiful.
Exactly. We're getting a camper, too.
Yeah. We're going to drive to –
We're going to drive to the away games.
Yeah.
Right?
Are we going to get a cook? Is that in the contract?
We get a cook.
We get a cook at least? All right.
So volunteer is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So the key is you definitely want to
volunteer
volunteer at
because
GTV.
the perks are going to be unbelievable. We'll even throw in some peanut M&Ms if you're good. Gibson set to kick from his own 40. Big kick all the way down to the 15-yard line. Cardinals receive that one clean. Coming right up towards that far sideline, top of the screen. Still on his feet. Baxter knocks him out of bounds.
Special teams
At
have
the
a little
45.
bit of a challenge tonight, Alan.
Well,
They are. I mean, when you think about it, the punt was a tough
well,
one.
that guy came in like a bat out of hell, on a line drive, running.
I think
with
what
the
you're going
momentum.
to see if I'm Coach Huft, I am not kicking like that anymore. I'm going to do squib kicks.
Right.
I'm not going to do it.
Don't let them have a line drive in that momentum.
You're giving BG unbelievable field position. This is their third time that they've been in Goffstown territory.
Moses and the Cardinals at the Grizzly 48-yard line after a great return for the Cardinals. 1st and 10. That's handed off. At the sideline, that's a loss of 2 yards on the play. Hagar, the horrible, with the tackle.
Hagar.
Callahan brought down with a 2-yard loss on the play by Hagar.
I didn't know Hagar was that fast.
Yeah, he locked and loaded and wouldn't let go.
That was a loss of about 2 to 3 yards on that play. And there was a receiver for Guertin in the slot on there. There was nobody on him for 10 yards. Why you don't audible something on that one, I don't know. But look how far off the Goffstown cornerbacks are on those receivers.
He's like 7 yards back.
Yeah. Now look right here. If number 5 Hisco does a quick slant route.
Hey, by the way, that's Levesque, top of your screen, number 9. He's a sophomore too. I think that's handed to Lupo with another loss of 2 yards on the play by Cuddy with the sack.
Big play there.
He's got his little samurai bow to Coach Kusan.
And I never really can understand that one, but I'm sure it has some symbolism.
It definitely has some meaning to it. I just don't know what it is. We need to be told that story.
3rd down and 13.
3rd and 13. Last 2 downs, the Cardinals have lost yardage on
passing
the play.
Situation for Moses. And look for Hisco and Lupo as intended targets.
Well, Moses has his weapons deployed. 3 to the left, 1 at the bottom of the screen. He's looking right immediately. Short pass intended for 22 Bew. It's incomplete. On the coverage was Hagar and Heidenreich.
It looked like there was like a wheel route, but Hagar was right there, so he could not really throw the ball.
Scott, that's 4th down and 13.
They're going to kick here.
They have to. And then the kicking duties are the responsibility of Matt Pickler.
Cuddy said Coach said he looked like somebody from some movie, and that's why he does the bow. I don't know.
Good snap for Pickler. Good kick. That's going to be handled by Dodge. Dodge from his own 24. Cuts back in. Wrapped up. Brought down at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by Bishop Guertin. Let me get his
75.
number.
That's our guy again. That you kept calling his name, right? No, that's Ethan Holt.
Yeah, Ethan Holt. So that was awesome special teams.
How do you spell the last name?
Holt.
H-O-L-T.
Yeah, that was an awesome play.
Good tackle. Grizzlies a 1st and 10 from their own 25.
Yeah, great coverage there by Bishop Guertin.
9:21 on the clock remaining in the first half. Grizzlies are in command with a 14-0 lead here at Stello Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. Hanal. Nope. That's Juneau. North and south is right. Picks up 8 yards on the play.
9 yards, yeah. And he just runs it straight up, and it's like, hey, try to tackle me.
Right. I'm coming at you.
Yeah.
See what you can do.
But the holes are there. You know, he went off of, I guess, right behind Belanger, the center.
Yeah, Belanger and to his right. Who's on Belanger's right?
That'd be Cam Moquin.
Is that Cam
Yeah,
Moquin?
Moquin. So Moquin is in there for White, and that's tough shoes to fill, no doubt.
High snap. Juno cuts back into the middle.
He's got it. First
He's
down.
got the first down easy.
Yeah.
That'll be 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies, moving the chain, keeping the clock moving.
You know, this
doing
is,
all the right things
Alan,
tonight.
this is not a hard thing if you're a coach. When you pick up 7, 8, 9 yards on
the
first down,
you just keep running the ball.
you just keep running it. I mean, you get into like 2nd down and 1 situations.
Hinault, Juno up the middle, still on his feet, picks up maybe a modest 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, 2 to 3 yards. He's at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, maybe 3 yards
But again,
on
he
that.
seems to make something out of nothing. You think that he's going to, get stopped with no gain, and he picks up 3.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like a bad carry for him.
Right. I mean,
that's
But think about this: if you're rushing 3 and 4 yards a carry, you're going to get first downs all the
Sure.
time.
And Scott, let's be honest, the clock is your friend. Anytime you keep the clock moving and you got a 14-0 lead, it's going to carry forward, it's going to kill the time, and that's your best weapon on offense.
I talk about this a lot. In football games, you're lucky to get, 10, 11 possessions, maybe 12, so you got to make the best of them.
Yep. Dodge in motion. Hinault looking to pass. He's wrapped up right away.
Good play.
Good coverage by the Cardinals, 32, Lupo. And someone else was on the coverage for the Cardinals, but Lupo did a lot of the heavy lifting
50,
on that.
I think, maybe.
50?
Evan Soares.
Yep, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was Evan Soares and Lupo. So this will bring up a 3rd down and 7.
3rd and long. No, 3rd and 13.
Oh,
Scott.
13. I apologize.
Ball's on the 34-yard line.
And now it's definite passing situation.
Hinault, he's going to roll to the right. Intended.
Oh, almost picked off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's intended for Dodge, number 7. Yep.
So Goffstown should be punting here.
I got to believe they're going to punt.
And that their special teams, if there's been one weakness tonight, it's been on special teams.
Sure.
Whether it be kickoffs or punts, they have not done all that well. BG has picked up like 20, 30 yards
Yeah,
on special teams.
try to punt it away from the guy.
Yeah, or punt it. Right, punt to the sidelines.
Have that sideline be your extra defender, right?
Yep. You lose some yards when you do it, but
High snap.
Here you go again.
Lefebvre compromise. Gets a good leg on that, though.
Fair
All the way
catch.
down to the 42-yard line, 41-yard line. Cardinals,
all right.
fair caught for a
telling
catch
you.
by Lupo.
That's what I've been saying all season. It's like
Yeah.
Lefebvre can kick the ball, but
No question.
when the snap is like almost over his head.
I mean, Scott, he
Right.
I mean, probably, 30, 40,
And I think
40
I got to
yards?
see who's our snapper. If it's Hager, I talked to Hager at one of the practices about snapping, and in high school,
Not easy.
It's
but
not
you are
easy.
protected on
You
the line
are.
of
You
scrimmage.
don't-
No one's going to come at
all
you.
you have to do is snap it. No one can hit you unless you have your head up. So
All right, Moses brings the Cardinals to the line of scrimmage from their own 41. They're 1st and 10. They trail the Grizzlies by 14.
great block, great kick
Bumps
out
to the
block.
outside. That's Lupo.
Yeah, but that was a nice block by BG.
He picks up about 7, 8 yards on the carry. Still shy of a first down. He's got to get to the 49, the Grizzly 49-yard line. Yeah,
He picked up 6 yards. That was a textbook block. I don't know who made it, but so you call that a kick out block and really open up the hole.
6.5 minutes remaining here in Nashua.
Watch out for Lupo, okay? Lupo is your deep threat.
And he's a junior. Right up the middle.
He's open. He's free.
Yep. He's at the
that was
40-yard
Ryan
line.
Bew, right?
That's Bew on
Yeah,
the carry.
that's a first down.
Picking up about maybe 12 yards on the play. 1st and 10. Cardinals are moving the chains. Scott, they've had some good plays.
They have.
But what happens is it's just they can't finish. They can't close. They're
Well,
not
they
ending the
came
deal.
down here, and there was that interception. I thought they were on the move, but this is a
Absolutely.
very important drive for BG. I said it all along. This team never gives up despite their record. So Goffstown's got to be real careful with this team. You don't want to keep them, in the game.
Moses from the Grizzly 40. Handoff to Callahan.
And there was
goes
nothing
nowhere.
there. And,
Nothing there. I think Cuddy is in on the tackle. He's coming up hobbling a little bit.
That's no gain.
Picard, Cuddy,
and Cuddy is limping
Fragos.
a little bit.
That front three is really putting a lot of pressure for three guys, Scott.
Yeah, they're
putting an awful lot of pressure on the quarterback for just three guys.
They've developed quite a bit over this season. They had Goffstown had an 0-3 start against Merrimack, Bedford, and Nashua North, 3 playoff teams.
5 minutes remaining on the clock from the 40. Moses.
Here comes a blitz.
A lot of Grizzlies coming. Long pass across the field. He's across the 35. He's going to be close to a first down, Scott, out of bounds at just about the 30-yard line. Scott, I think that was that number 5? That's number 5. Hisco,
right,
on the reception. He's one of the captains.
Yeah, he's one of their best players.
Scott, he's a junior. Impressive junior captain.
Little shy.
Wow. Maybe half a yard.
Actually, maybe not, because they're going to bring out the chains, and the chains don't have that far to go. From here, it looks like they're going to be shy.
But a nose?
By a nose, I'm thinking. And they're not saying anything.
It's a first down.
First down for
Cardinals
PG.
get the ball on the 30-yard line. They get a first down. That was awfully close, Scott.
So with less than 5 minutes to play, safe to say this is a must-score situation, right?
Sure.
I mean, not everything's always a must-score, but you want to change the momentum of this game.
Well, going back to what you said,
right.
If you get 10 possessions a game, you get 5 in the first half. First half is over in 4.5 minutes.
That's right. And BG looked excellent on their first drive, and that was stopped short by an interception. Goffstown then had done pretty well, but this drive, once again, BG is getting a lot of good running plays.
Scott, Costa in the backfield has been really quiet, too. Oh, twisted up.
Fumble.
Ball's loose, recovered by the Grizzlies.
Goffstown picks it up.
Yeah, ball was on that transition of the handoff. Looks like Ben Dodge came up with the football.
That ball just came squirting out of there. And, again, another great BG drive stymied by a turnover.
Exactly, Scott. In any sport you play, you can't expect to win when you're turning over the football.
So we're here with Nashua Cable Television. They're up here. The cameraman is up here. They've got some really good
look at the gadgets.
Look at the gadgets that they have.
They got gadgets.
And we have got to get this stuff here at GTV, I think. I mean, this the monitors alone.
We got the band practicing behind us, Scott. They're getting ready. That's Hanal. Ball's loose. Wow.
I think BG's got it.
BG's got the football. Looks like number 52, Schofield, came up with the football on the turnover.
There you go. Two turnovers in a row.
Back-to-back. 4:34 on the clock, closing out the half. Grizzlies on the first possession just immediately coughed it up.
Yeah. And that was a big hit by the BG defender, causing that turnover. And now with, 4.5 minutes to the half, BG can go in and grab a score here, and it's a different game because they're going to get the kickoff in the second half.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. So, Scott, you're right. You score here and getting possession at the beginning of the first half. Moses, every play, getting the play call. That's Bew in the backfield. Bew gets the call right up the middle.
And he gets stuffed, yeah. So,
wow.
But this becomes, again, we talk about this all the time in high school football.
Cuddy.
This is fourth down situations all the time.
Fragos on the tackles.
So when you're in that 20, 30-yard yard line area, you're going to be going for it on fourth down. So you got to think about those. That's your strategy now.
Well, they got 3 more tries to get it 10 yards. Ball's on the 22, Grizzly 22. Moses, even though despite the clock, he certainly takes his time on the play calling here.
Look for a pass here.
We might get a delay of game. His arm is that's a delay of game, Scott.
I don't see any flags though, so it's going to be a timeout.
Yep, it's going to be a timeout. He really took his time on that one.
Yeah,
wow.
So timeout BG. That's their second timeout in the half.
3:49 remaining in the first half. Grizzlies lead by 14.
And conversely, if Goffstown is able to get a stop here, then I think that also gives Goffstown the momentum as well. So nice night it hasn't really gotten that much.
Hasn't got too chilly.
We got a kind of a nice full, not a full moon, but it's
it's that haunting season,
yeah,
Scott.
It's
a haunting season.
It's Halloween type time.
Are you into that spooky world thing, Scott?
No, I'm not spooky.
Guess where I'm headed next week?
Where? You going to
Salem, Mass?
Okay,
we're going to haunted happenings.
I don't know. I'm not that good with that stuff. To be honest,
we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Never done it. I heard it's a mass of people.
Okay.
We're going to drive to the North End. I'm sorry. We're going to drive to North Station in Boston and take the train.
Okay. They said North End. You have some Italian food.
Yeah. Well, perhaps. But we have a rugby game to attend prior. So, okay, folks, here we go. Back to the action at Stellos Field. Moses and the Cardinals, 2nd and 10 from the Grizzly 22. After a turnover of each team.
I'm looking for a pass play right over the middle.
Well, there's a lot of people stacked on that left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking right. He's going to the end zone. Wow, high to the end zone. Broken up nicely by Teixeira.
And Teixeira
Great coverage intended for Hisco.
He picked that ball up super late, but he was able, at that last second, he turned his head around and was able to knock it out.
Well, and he also impressed me, Scott, with the height that he got on that.
Yeah.
I mean, he can leap.
Teixeira is like Hager.
He's a high jumper. That's why. There you go.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Interesting little stat there by Ty.
So that was Hisco on Teixeira. So that's a good matchup if you're BG, to be honest with you.
That's a great defensive play.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go back there again.
A lot of weapons on the top of your screen. Quick short pass out.
He
pass
drops
intended, and I don't even think he caught it.
Yeah, he dropped it. That was another one of those receiver quick throw out to the flat.
That's Lupo on the drop pass.
So it's 4th down and 10 now.
4th and 10 from the Grizzly 22. Clock is stopped at 3:37.
If I'm BG, I call another timeout right here. Get the play that you really want, and maybe he goes up to the line to see what the defense looks like. And if he doesn't like what he sees,
Scott, you
call a
brought
timeout.
You brought up a good point earlier that if they did score here and getting the ball,
it changes the complexion of the game.
Here they could just go for the first down. Just get the first down here. That's Moses rolling to the right. He's committed. He's going
done.
Nowhere.
Yeah, he's
not
done.
even back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3 yards on the play.
So Cuddy was in on that one, but that's really a secondary sack because he had no place to throw the ball.
Nowhere to
so
go.
You gotta
Great
give
coverage
credit,
on the play.
Right. Give credit to the secondary for Goffstown who forced Moses to hold on to the ball, and then all of a sudden you got Cuddy screaming down your neck. And
loss of 3 yards on the play for the Cardinals. Turnover on downs. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 from their own 25 at 3:29 remaining in the first half with a 14-point lead. In the backfield with Hanault, that looks like, is that Stinnett? No, that's Juno.
Hanault's keeping that one,
he's
and he
got
gets
nowhere
stuffed.
to go. He gets crushed.
So whereas
that's Holt and Schofield on the tackles for the Cardinals.
So in the first quarter, Goffstown's line was just dominating. Lately, they haven't been. And that was a no gain on that play.
3-minute mark. 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Still on his feet. He's twisting. He's twirling. They're going to have to blow that whistle. He's going nowhere. Picked up maybe 1 yard, half a yard on the play.
So, if you're Goffstown where you were getting 7, 8, 9 yards on first down, now you're picking up nothing or one.
The
so
Cardinals have picked up some adjustments.
And they're saying, throw it again. Throw it. Yeah. We're daring you to throw the ball.
Correct. You're a sophomore. Show us you can do it.
Correct. And now you've got a 3rd and 8. Let's see what Goffstown does here. BG only has one timeout, so even if they have to punt the ball away.
And keep in mind, Hanault's probably going to take as much time as he can.
Right.
That back judge
Blitz.
Rolling to the right, top of your screen. Quick pass out.
No.
Low, intended for Heidenreich.
And even if he was to catch that ball, he was still 2 or 3 yards shy.
Yeah.
So now that's an incomplete pass. So that's the other thing there is if you want to be aggressive if you're Goffstown, but if you were to run the ball, you would have then probably been down about 1:45 punting it to them with only one timeout.
Yeah, now we're 4th down. We're going to have to punt here. Lefebvre, let's go for a good snap, just like the last one. Receiver for the Cardinals is back at his own 45 with 2:12 on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, let's see who is snapping this ball.
We're waiting for something, Scott. What's going on?
And now
Okay, here we
they're
go.
ready to go. Putnam is the long snapper, it looks like. Another.
Good snap. Good kick high.
Okay, so that'll be a fair catch.
Yep, right at about midfield. His own guy hit him. So the Cardinals will take over right at midfield. We get a late flag. Late flag on the play.
And let's see who's that against. If it's it could be that's the personal variety, personal foul
after the
variety.
play, it could be.
It looked like it. So let's see what they're going to the referees. If this is against Goffstown and it's a 15-yarder, that's going to be real tough to overcome. No signal yet from the referees. But they are. Maybe they're saying, hey, did somebody get pushed into somebody else? And that's sometimes what happens on those plays, Alan. Yeah. So they're talking a lot. Maybe they just pick up the flag. Is it?
No infraction on the play?
And that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
They're going the other way.
Yeah, it's going to be on
his back
Bishop
is,
Guertin.
Right, his back is facing the other way. So this is going to be a.
Wow. Whoa.
Let's see how far he goes.
Now he's at 10-yard penalty.
Block in the back.
Legal block in the back, I guess. They didn't. Let's see if they make it.
Yeah, he didn't make a signal.
Nobody made. Yeah, the referee did not make a signal as to what the flag was.
No.
It's a block in the back.
We have to assume it was an
the
illegal.
coaching staff down here is trying to find out. There's no signal. How come there's no signal on that play? At 2:08, 1st and 10, Grizzlies will defend the 14-point lead. Moses bringing the Cardinals to the line of scrimmage. They're at their own 40. 60 yards to go. He's looking to pass. Pass is complete, wrapped up right away. Pick up 3 yards on the play. Pass is complete to number 87. That's Baker.
And in on the tackle was Josh Juneau, one of the first guys there. But it was 3 guys for Goffstown. Finished that one off. Clock still running.
Yep, pick up 4 yards on the play, Scott. Nice little pass, but not much for it.
If I'm Guertin, I go deep. I throw a deep ball. You've got great receivers.
Moses has some time. Oh, my God. Scott, it looked like he shot-putted the ball.
Yeah, that was just.
Hagar almost came up with the interception.
Hagar almost had interception, but he was definitely going deep, and I'm not sure if the ball just came out of his hand.
Yeah, it looked like he shot-putted
it.
It
was odd.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 3rd down, 6 yards to go with 1:36 on the clock. Cardinals are really putting themselves in a deeper hole as the play progresses.
You know, that wide receiver quick out, or that wide receiver screen is a play that's worked for BG. I'm surprised they haven't done that some more.
That, yeah.
Because it's there.
Moses looking to pass. He's going up the middle. Pass is complete to Lupo, still on his feet at the 30-yard line. Brought down finally at the 30 by, is that Heidenreich on
so
the
clock
tackle.
will stop while the chains move.
But the ball's on the 30. It's 1st and 10. They trail by 14.
And then the clock should resume. And
as soon as
resuming now.
Right now.
BG has 1 timeout. They had to use 2 of them. So they're on Goffstown's 30 with 1:15.
Moses rolling to his left. Pass intended for 7, caught. That's Callahan.
Number 33
Pick
for
up
Goffstown.
5 yards on the play.
Jacksonette with the tackle, and that keeps the clock running, which is the clock right now. If you're Goffstown,
just at a minute,
is your friend.
Absolutely, they're at a minute. This is not this isn't a professional team, Scott.
Yeah.
They don't exactly know how to use the clock. They do call a timeout here.
Yeah, that's their last timeout.
It's 52 seconds. That's going to be important because if they don't score, that clock keeps ticking
right.
away.
So the only time that the clock stops is on a 1st down, and that's until they can move those the sticks.
They're going to have one more. They'll
have several plays. I mean, they're going to if they can, they're
not going to have much time. They're going to have to move the chains twice.
Yeah, generally speaking, high school football, 52 seconds. You've got about 4 plays.
Yeah,
Because this isn't the pros where you have receivers doing like these tiptoe catches on the sidelines.
These aren't well-drilled, oiled machines that can go 60 yards on 20 seconds.
But also let's keep in mind, too, that this is an area where Goffstown has struggled where, there's a blown coverage. So this is dangerous if you're the Goffstown defense. You got to stay true to your man. And I think if I'm BG, That's a good timeout that they're calling because I believe that Goffstown can be exploited over the center of the field.
Yep.
If you've looked at their defense, if Ben Dodge gets sucked up on a run fake, they have those passes over the middle.
Right. Well, we got Stinnett, Putnam, Dodge as a safety on the bottom of your screen.
Because Goffstown's linebackers are playing super aggressive right now. And
so we're going to see a pass here.
Yeah, it can leave you
imagine.
vulnerable for a pass over the middle. See, they're doing the same thing.
Moses with 52 seconds brings the Cardinals to the shotgun position. He's 2 steps back. He's going deep. He's going to the end zone. As a receiver,
his own man
Ben
knocked
Dodge
it out. Right, he had
bumped
it.
into, was it Teixeira?
Yeah.
He would have had the interception.
He would have had it. Goffstown's defender knocked it out of his own guy's hand.
Take your pick. Dodge or Teixeira could have had that interception.
But guess where they went?
Into each other.
And no, I'm saying the pass went
right
over the middle. That's
yeah.
Just really good defense by Goffstown.
Took 6 seconds off the clock. Brings up 3rd down, 6 yards to go on the 25 of the Grizzlies.
And Goffstown, that last play, they faked a blitz
Moses
and then they went in coverage.
Rolling right, looking to pass downfield. Pass is caught, dropped.
Almost
Caught by
had
Callahan. It. On the coverage was Putnam.
He almost had it.
He caught it, and then he dropped it.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up 4th and 6. Great coverage on the play for the Grizzlies.
No timeouts here if you're BG, so they've got 41 seconds, so they have to get a first down. And then if they get a first down, the clock will stop for the chains to move. So
I think here they're worried about getting it in the end zone.
The key
41
the
seconds.
key for Goffstown is can they get that pass rush? They have been pretty successful, but do they blitz? Do they send the guys or do they put their linebackers in coverage?
I'd say you put the linebackers in coverage on this.
Yeah. Now we got a flag
Yep.
for delay of game on BG. So
That's just
going to
going to push them
even
back.
harder.
Oh, my gosh.
4th and 11. And how does that happen,
Yeah,
That's too much communication going back and forth. You want that.
Well, Scott, every play, they got receivers running back and forth across the field, setting it up. I mean,
I would agree. That makes it difficult.
Too many moving parts.
So does that change Goffstown's defense, you think?
No.
No?
I still think you put the linebackers in coverage. Moses rolling right, looking downfield. A lot of pressure on him. Put on by Cuddy. Pass is intended for 7. That's Callahan. It is incomplete. Cuddy had a lot of coverage on that play.
Yeah, so that'll be a turnover on downs. If I'm Goffstown right now, I take a knee.
Take a knee, let it run out.
I take the knee. You just don't need a turnover here.
Nope. Take a break. Give the boys a rest.
So the defense for Goffstown has played pretty well. They've been bending, but they've not been breaking.
Not at all. And they've got stuff to show for it. They got a nice sack that turned into a fumble. They've got an interception from Putnam. They had a near interception by Teixeira. The coverage has been on the mark.
Let's see what Goffstown does here. I'd assume just run it right up the middle or take a knee.
Like I said, like you said.
Timeout. I think Goffstown now.
Scott, just take a knee.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, maybe what they're doing is they're looking at the defense, and if they see, maybe Hinault has a deal where it's like,
he can go deep down the sideline.
Yeah, well, think about this, right?
Leahy.
If you go deep down the sideline, and if you miss it, no big deal. If they intercept it, I mean, they're not going to run it all the way back more than likely.
Right, yeah.
So there's no harm in trying to, unless the only thing I can see is the harm is if your quarterback gets sacked and then fumbles it.
Scott, you need to put the headlamp under.
I know, but
I
did it after.
Yeah. You look a mess. You're all.
I'm a mess.
Yeah, you're a mess right now.
I'm a hot mess. You came in hot from North Conway. I'm a hot mess.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what they do. I'm assuming let's take a knee, boys.
High snap. Juneau takes it right up the middle, picks up 7 yards on the carry. That is 20 seconds, 5 seconds on the clock.
Well, what are you going to do? If that's it, then you walk off the field. If not,
Scott, if that's what you're going to do, why don't you just take a knee? Right?
I don't know. What are you doing here? You wait till there's like 1 second left and you throw a Hail Mary up? I don't know.
No, but I mean, were you expecting Juneau to run up the middle into the end zone?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. So
That's a lot. That'll do it.
That's going to close it out for the
That's
first
it.
half. Your Grizzlies have a lead at the half of 14-0. Come on right back. Welcome back, Grizzly fans, to Stello Stadium, Moda Field. David Gibson set to kick to the Cardinals. They fair catch at the 20-yard line. Wrapped up right away nicely. Brought down at the 24. Scott, who grabbed that?
Leahy maybe, or
Was it Leahy?
I tell you, that was a really good special teams play.
I think
So
it was
maybe
Brad Baxter.
Oh, maybe it's Baxter. Maybe the coaching staff had a little conversation because that was the only weakness for Goffstown in that first half was special teams. High snaps to the punter, poor kickoff and punt return coverage, but that one wrapped them up real quick. So this will have to be a 75-yard drive for BG.
Your Goffstown Grizzlies lead the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin 14-0. As we're just 5 seconds into the second half, BG 1st and 10 from their own 25. Moses keeps it himself, wrapped up immediately right away. Who is that? That's
Number
Picard.
39, Picard.
Great tackle on the play. Loss of 1 yard on the play.
If you're Goffstown, the one thing that you definitely want to make sure does not happen are big plays here. I mean, if they do take a lot of time off the clock, I mean, that's okay, but you don't want there to be a 75-yard, pass
Run
play.
up the sideline.
Exactly.
Certainly taking their time.
And that was
Moses.
Goffstown's nemesis those first 3 games, right? I mean, just tons of 50, 60, 70-yard plus plays.
Moses, good snap. He's looking left. Keeps it himself. Little delay. Wrapped up at the 29-yard line. Brought down. Pickup of 5 yards on the carry.
I'm surprised you haven't said Moses hasn't parted the sea and ran up the seam
No,
or something.
I know.
No, I mean, nothing yet. That's
I'm
just
waiting.
weird.
I do have a good line. I'm
have
just
one?
waiting to.
You're waiting.
I'm waiting to see a play that I can.
All right.
Not with Moses, but just in general.
He just didn't carry a tablet no. Okay.
No. Oh,
All right.
there you go.
All right.
Is that how he calls his plays, from the tablet? From the burning bush? They should have left that little flame out and said
Exactly.
Moses gets his plays from the bush, the burning bush. They're a Catholic school. Moses looking to the left, going deep towards that sideline. Pass
it was
intended
right there.
for Hisco. Through his hands.
Yeah.
Tough catch, though, Scott.
I mean, Putnam was there, but the ball was beautifully thrown,
Yeah.
and it just went right through his hands.
Brings up 4th down, 6 yards to go from their own 29. Again, the Cardinals just can't finish, Scott.
They do not look like they are going to kick the ball.
No, they're going, and that's a risky. I mean,
Or maybe it's – here they
here
go.
we go.
All right.
and look for number 70, Peekler, to do the kicking.
But they got to be careful. They don't get to delay a game here. I mean,
they're taking their time.
taking an awfully long time. Goffstown is playing way up here on this punt. On the 50-yard line.
Peekler is a sophomore. I don't know. Maybe they don't have enough confidence in his leg. That's
Blocked!
blocked! Heidenreich's near the ball. Who is that?
That's
Big play by Goffstown special teams.
And they'll get the ball on the 12-yard line.
Wow.
I'm not so sure who blocked that one.
Somebody came in really quick. 78. Evan Cuddy fell on it.
Yeah, so Stinnett blocked it.
Stinnett did the
and
block,
Cuddy
and Cuddy
picked
falls
it up.
on it.
Yeah.
Here come the Grizzlies with 10:18 remaining in the third quarter with the lead of 14. Really knocking on the door on the 12-yard line
And
to
if
put
you're
more
if you're
on the board.
BG, you got to get a stop here, right?
Well,
You
I
can't let Goffstown pick up another touchdown.
Hanault to Stinnett. He's across the 5.
And he gets pulled down at about the 5-yard line. So that is a pickup of about 7 yards on that first down run. There's a player for BG down. So
It's going to stop the time.
yeah,
That's an
and
official
he's got-
timeout
yeah.
right at the 10-minute mark.
Hopefully he's okay. He's got his hands on his helmet.
Yeah.
You never want to see a player down, that's
No.
for sure. So Goffstown, this is a must-win for them. Next week's another must-win.
And thankfully, it's against Keene.
Keene hasn't. Have they won a game or maybe
Not
won?
this year. I don't believe they've won this year.
So the last game for Goffstown will be home against Keene. They've got to get past this tough BG team. And if they do, they will finish the season with a 6-3 record if they can win out, and that'll get them a
because,
playoff spot.
What's what's Central's record?
Central is same. Will have the same record more than
we
likely.
beat them head on. What about Concord?
They're done.
They're done.
They were done as of last
so
night. So when
it's-
they lost to Central, they were automatically out of it. And the reason being is that even if all 3 teams finished 6-3, they would be out of it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. But there's 3 teams going. There's 2 from the north, 2 from the west, and 1 with the best record. That's the wild card.
I read up on the rules. I just did.
So what is it? 2 from the north.
So it's 2 from the north. It's the division winners.
That's north and west. North and west.
Right, and then the next 2 best teams, regardless of what division that they're in.
Oh, I thought it was from each division.
Nope, it's regardless. So,
okay.
So it doesn't matter because the fact is it's going to be Merrimack and North.
Correct.
And then it's going to be
Bedford,
and then it's going to be either Central or Goffstown.
Right. And who does Central have next week?
I'm not sure.
And today.
Oh, they played last night. They played Concord, and they beat Concord.
Okay.
So they eliminated Concord from the playoffs.
Okay, so now who do they have next week?
I don't know. I'm not positive, but I don't think it's a difficult game
Scott,
for them.
Okay, so here's the Grizzlies with 10 minutes left. High snap. Hanault keeps it himself. He's across the 5. He's going to get across the goal line. Touchdown, Grizzlies. No laundry.
And that was a relatively easy run for Hanault. And
yep.
I tell you, absent Charlie Keith, but Hanault is taking advantage of this opportunity to show his stuff, and he has, Alan.
That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
You know, before this game
5
started,
yard.
you know, we knew that Hanault had a pretty good arm. The issue was, could he run the ball as effectively as Charlie Keith does? Because Charlie is, I think, one of the best running quarterbacks in the state.
Gibson for the extra point, and it's enough leg, and it's good. So that is 21-0 for the Grizzlies.
So getting back to Hanault, you know, we know that he can throw the ball. The question was, can he do as good a job running the ball as Charlie Keith? And he showed tonight that he's able to do that.
Scott, in my fantasy league, he's got me a lot of points. He's got 3 touchdowns, a passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, a pass for 22 yards, and 15 yards between the 2 rushes for touchdowns. And thrown up in the middle of that was an interception by Jack Stinnett. Grizzlies come out with David Gibson leading the way, putting the ball on the 40-yard line. Just under 10 minutes here at Stellos Stadium. 21-0 is your score.
Stinnett has had a big game tonight when you think about
it.
Great game. Great rushing, but then he blocks a punt.
And intercepts.
Interception. So just big game.
I want to write that down. Stinnett, 33.
There's your pooch kick. And I like that play for Goffstown because that's a tough catch for a BG player to make, and he's automatically down at the 35. You don't have to worry about breaking tackles.
Yep. And Scott, remember the days when it was like 54-0 and it was running time?
Not this year.
Not this year.
Not this year.
No.
Not quite the team.
But those were the days, huh?
I would agree, but this is a different team. Rebuilding year for Goffstown, no doubt, this year. But, they're going to have a winning record this year.
Oh, no question.
And,
yeah, absolutely. And next year, I think that Scott, I think they're a playoff team. For the next 3 to 4 years. I really do.
They'll be in contention.
And here comes that's Lupo headed to the sideline, out of bounds. He cuts back in, has more moves than a bowl of Jello.
And Heidenreich, he kind of faked Heidenreich out a little bit because Heidenreich had the tackle and then he cut it back inside.
He did do a lot of moves there just to get a couple of yards. Actually, no gain on the play, but an awful lot of moves.
I haven't heard the term Jello in a long time. I think it's because of the the Bill
Jello
Cosby
pudding,
thing.
Bill Cosby.
Right, exactly.
I get a little pudding.
Exactly. So it's kind of like nobody talks about it anymore.
Nobody talk. No, it's like
the
third rail.
Good,
it's like the third rail. Moses, quick pass out. Pass is complete. Number 7. That's Callahan.
Ooh, who made that play?
Again, maybe pick up a 3 yards, but that's a hard 3 yards, Scott.
Is that Stinnett again?
He's down on the ground. He's slow to get up. Oh, no, he's still down.
Yeah.
That's his hip. Scott, that was a hard way to earn 3 yards.
Yeah, but I think it was Stinnett who just went so fast to the edge. He shed a block.
Boy,
and this is what Goffstown wasn't able to do in those first. I would love to see. They had a really tough schedule, Goffstown, this year. They started off Merrimack. Then they had to play Nashua North, and Bedford. First 3 games of the
Right.
season. And I would have loved to have seen a season where maybe it was a little bit different, where there was a little bit more spacing in
Yeah.
front of these teams, because we did not look, especially against that Merrimack team. It looked like Merrimack.
It looked like a terrible season.
But didn't it seem like when we played Merrimack that Merrimack had already played for a month,
and we were in
and
slow
we were in
motion.
slow motion, and I know that the rules have changed where you can't
practice
practice
with pads and
but
prior
it almost
and-
seemed like Merrimack was.
doing it since July.
Exactly. It was just
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah, the Callahan's certainly slow to get up, Scott. This is
Not good.
no.
Remember that game a couple years ago where they had to bring an ambulance onto the field?
Yeah, they brought an ambulance on the field years ago. That
Really?
was at Goffstown.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it was for Hisco's
Hisco,
brother,
yes,
wasn't it? Hisco.
yeah.
That kid was a great receiver for Bishop Guertin,
right.
wasn't he?
I think you're right. Was it him or
Wow.
was it? Now, wasn't there another kid? Maybe it's the wrong school. Lorden, was he from this school too?
Oh, that's who it was.
Lorden.
Yes, he was a tall, thin kid.
Correct.
He
And
could catch a ball.
And now he's playing at, I think, UNH, I think.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
awesome.
He was fun
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah. So that's number 7, Brendan Callahan. He's
yeah.
up on his feet, but he's a little shaky. I suspect that he'll be back in this game. He's not.
Yeah, the way he's coming off.
Yeah, he's coming off okay.
And I don't
So
think it was a
maybe he
head
got
injury.
the wind knocked out of him or something.
No, I think it was his hip or his
Hip?
leg. He was
Okay.
grabbing his hip.
So it's a 3rd down and 7 for BG.
Clock resumes. Just under 9 minutes here in the third quarter.
And it's a passing situation for the Cardinals. They've had success on those quick throws out to the flat.
That's been their best play. He's rolling to the left, opposite side. That's a tough pass. Has a receiver well
Yeah,
covered
that
by
was
Baxter
really good
and
coverage.
Stinnett.
Yeah.
On the pass intended for number 34. That's Emerald. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That was great coverage by Baxter and Stinnett. There was no place
Scott,
to throw that ball.
Well, you would have had to really thread a needle just
Yeah.
to get it there. I
Yeah.
mean, that was well covered play. And Scott, on top of it, he's rolling left,
Yeah.
throwing right with double coverage. I mean, really? Is that your best option? So if that's the case, the Grizzlies are in great position for the remaining of the game with the lead of 21-0. Set back to receive this punt is probably Dodge, Putnam, and Teixeira.
Good kick.
Excellent kick. Sends Dodge back. He drops it. Covers it up at the 33-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 from their own 33.
That one was strange because there was 2 Goffstown players, and then I think Dodge put his arm up for the fair catch.
Yeah.
He couldn't
looked
get
like
it cleanly.
Well,
but
he kind of bent down, and it
Yeah.
looked like it went right between
Yeah.
his legs and right behind him. 8.5 minutes. Grizzlies will see what they can do in short order. 21-0. Scott, I say run the ball. Get the clock going. Right?
So have you used this Facebook Live thing at all, or?
I've never done it. I've seen people do it.
Yeah.
Scott, there's a play up the middle.
Yeah, I've never done it either.
That is Juno with the carry. Look for Goffstown to just use as much of the clock now, Scott, as possible. At 8 minutes, Hinault headed to the sideline, get the play call. Scott, it's a little damp.
Yeah, it is.
It's chilly, much chillier than the start of the game. Leahy in motion. Leahy gets the ball.
He's got such
right, just short of the first down by a
such speed.
yard.
Such speed.
Yeah, he's got some motors, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Dodge checking out. Hager checking in. Bottom of your screen is Heidenreich. Top of your screen is Putnam. And in the slot is Leahy. 7:20. Juno up the middle, cuts back to the
he's
left. First down and way more.
Wow.
Across midfield, he's down at the 42-yard line. Great run by Josh Juno, 93. Got a block by who on that? 83 on the block for the Grizzlies. Scott, who's 83 for the Grizzlies on the block?
That would be.
I don't have an 83.
I don't have an 83 either. No, Hager's 43.
Yeah, 43 is Hager. Maybe it was Hager. Leahy in motion. Trying the other side. Hinault keeps it himself, picks up 7, 8 yards, maybe 9 on the carry, close to a first down.
On the carry, brought down by Shevchik and Soares on the play. Second down and 1.
Hinault and Juneau.
I just keep running the ball out.
Yeah, that's well. They're doing
it's all
it.
about killing the clock, you know.
Hinault, quick pass out to Putnam. Pass has a blocker across the 20. Drop
Fumble,
the
he
ball.
dropped the
ball's
ball.
loose. We got a flag on the field, Scott.
He throws it. He throws it for the way the ball
No,
went
it
down.
was a yellow flag.
Yeah, but he has to do that.
No, he doesn't. He
Yeah.
throws a beanbag when there's a. I thought there was a yellow flag down.
Yeah.
They
So-
only throw the yellow. It's a black beanbag when
yeah,
the ball.
Right.
All right, I thought, okay, wow.
And then they'll throw like hats and
Scott,
gloves if
the
they don't have
Grizzlies just
anything.
recovered that,
Yeah.
and first down, they moved the chains. They're on the 15.
You know, at this point, the only thing that Goffstown can do is turn the ball over. I mean, right now they're having their
They're
their
turning
way.
it over, and they
Right.
still come up with it. So high snap, Juneau gets the ball. No, Hinault keeps it. He's running to the outside, cuts back in. He's down at about the 12-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play.
On the carry,
So you got to figure that BG, barring any turnovers, only is going to get to see this ball 4 more times.
Right.
So
And you score here, there's not much they can do.
right. So if Goffstown puts in a score here,
I'm surprised Goffstown's not taking more time, Scott, waiting
Yeah.
for that back official to raise his hand. Juneau.
he keeps
No,
going.
there's
you
a
know?
big pile. They're going to
Yeah.
blow that dead.
He'll pick up a yard, maybe. It's going to be a long, probably a 3rd down and 6. Keep in mind, though, that Goffstown's their hurry-up offense is part of their routine. So it's hard to
Yeah.
take those guys out. I mean, you could slow it down, don't get me wrong, but the hurry-up offense a lot of times helps your offense, get gel.
Yep. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Grizzlies knocking on the door here. Snap over to Juneau. He's going to move forward. He picks up about
And
maybe
He's close.
2 yards on the play.
He's close. He's about a yard shy of a first down, so it'll be
Yep.
a 4th down and about a long one.
Scott, I'd take all the time to score here.
Well, it's 4th down and probably 2 or 3 yards here. So
Oh, it's 4th and 6.
no, it's only
The ball's on the 7.
he's got it.
That's Juneau.
Yeah, he's around
Yeah.
the 1 yard
Yeah.
line, maybe 2.
That's going to be first down and
Yeah.
goal
That's
for
a
the Grizzlies.
really nice cut by Juneau.
They're going right to the line of scrimmage, Scott.
And what happened there?
Yeah, we're going to get a false start or something. Oh, the guy waved. The ref moved his arm to start the clock.
Touchdown.
Scott, the ref moved his arm to start the clock
Wow.
to signal that
Yeah.
the flags were
Yeah.
down, and everybody stopped and paused, but it finally went in the end zone.
That was a freaky play. I would love to see that one again on replay. And maybe
Scott,
when
I'm going to tell you right now, dare I say this, that's the official's fault.
yeah, that was
This
just
official also didn't come over, report a call,
Yeah.
and they're going to make him do it again.
They are?
Yeah, well, look where the ball is.
Oh.
There's no points awarded,
So,
and this is
okay.
yeah. Coach Huff wants to know what's going on,
Right.
and that's exactly what the official was doing, Scott. He was signaling to have the time
Correct.
start
So
because
basically, it's a dead ball. It's a dead ball until he goes. But when he starts to go like this and the ball
That-
gets snapped, then it's all fair game.
That's exactly right. And look, he's doing it now.
Oh, you know what? He didn't blow his whistle. That's why. He just moved his arm. He didn't blow the whistle.
So the Grizzlies are on the 2. They're first down, 4 minutes to go. Juneau gets the call. Yep, he's
And
across.
he's
That's
in.
a touchdown. Touchdown Grizzlies from the 2. That's Josh Juneau.
Jarrett knew before the ball was even crossed. He had his hand up.
Yeah, so I think the issue there was the fact that the referee, he moved his arm to start the clock, and then I think Jarrett Hinault saw that, so he snapped the ball.
Yeah. Going for the extra point. Gibson making it an even 28. Good snap. Plenty of leg. That's up and through.
Solid
That's
kick.
28-0. Your Grizzlies lead the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin. With 3:55 remaining in the third quarter at Stello Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. Our only decision now, Scott, is where are we going to grab a bite to eat after the game?
I think we're heading north.
I think we're headed north, and I think we're going to the Airport Diner.
Airport Diner for
They got a great solid milkshake there, chocolate.
poutine.
Oh, I'd love to get some poutine. Yeah.
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know.
a chocolate shake and some pancakes.
Yeah.
Right, Ty? What do you think about that? Not too bad, right? Gibson set to kick to the Cardinals. That looks like Lupo and Hisco set back to receive deep for the Cardinals. Oh, and wow. Fair cut.
Bam!
Wow,
Bam!
big grab. Who is that? That's Tex. Wow, great special teams tackle. Scott, given the Cardinals a decent field position to start from the 39, right?
Yeah, but they are doing that, but they're also not exposing themselves to any type of a crazy run back, you know. So yeah, you give up 10 or 15 yards on a kick like that, but you're basically saying to BG, you need to drive have a 65-yard drive.
Yeah, and they haven't done it.
Yeah,
they've been within the 12 is the closest they got, Scott. Here's Moses looking for the miracle. Hands it off
to Bew.
Picks up first down across midfield. He's down at the Grizzly 47-yard line.
But this is what worked for them in the first quarter, and then they abandoned it.
Well, then they can't finish.
Yeah. So like I said, BG is going to get about another 4 or 5 possessions in this game. That means that they have to score a touchdown, Allen, on every single possession.
Correct. But, maybe they're lucky they get a pick six or something like that. That's what you hope for, right?
Yep.
Moses keeps it himself. No. Hands it off to Bew. It really goes nowhere.
Hager,
Loss of a yard.
Yeah,
on
Hager
play.
was in on that one as well as Josh Juneau. Loss of about a yard on that play, so it'll bring up 2nd and 11. And BG is going in the hurry up. They have to.
And they got to pass the ball, Scott.
Right. But they're taking an awful long time to get these plays in.
Moses with Bew. Moses, quick pass out. Pass is complete. He's across the 45, out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, 43, 44-yard line.
Pass is complete to Hisco.
That play has been there all night for them if they want
That
it.
short pass, and they've been effective with that.
Yeah, they've gotten 4 or 5 yards, if not more, on those plays.
Third down, 6 yards to go from the Grizzly 43.
Looks like they're doubling up on Hisco. So Teixeira, number 12.
He's looking to pass. He has Hisco. Pass is complete. He's out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
That's a first down.
Scott, he's close. I don't know if he's got the first down.
It's going to be really close.
Looks like he could have made. Yeah, they're going to move the chains. They're going to give him a first down.
Yep. I don't know about that.
Yeah, well,
where they spotted that ball.
No, yeah, I know. He was. Yeah.
I mean, 36-yard line was a definite.
Yeah, 30. The marker was on the 37 for sure.
Okay. So in every play, in most of these high school teams, the coaches are calling the play in from the sideline.
Moses looking left again. He has Hisco.
He's got it.
Overthrown.
Ooh.
On the coverage for the Grizzlies is number 12. That's Tex.
And they're picking on him all night long. And it's probably, like I said in the first half, Hisco is probably a good matchup
you got
on him.
5'8" against 5'9".
Yeah,
the only difference is a junior to a senior. And knowing that Tex is a high jumper, let's go with Tex. Yeah, well, that's what I said. No, the other kid's a junior. Oh, I'm sorry, junior, sophomore.
Here comes a blitz up the middle.
Yeah, he's going to keep it himself. Oh, no, Scott, that was 22. That was
Bew
Bew that had the ball. Picks up about maybe 4 yards, 3.5 on the play. We're at the 2.5-minute mark.
Goffstown seems content to give up these short yardage plays.
Well, they're
you know.
containing them, and it's
Right,
it's
exactly.
also
Just
it's
don't
taking clock.
Just don't give up the big one.
Don't give up the 40-yard play
Yeah.
here, the 30-yard play, and hey, listen, they're doing us a favor by just chewing up the time. And if they get 6 or 7 out of it, Scott, we're still got a 21-point lead. Moses going deep into double coverage.
He got it.
Yeah, and he's still on his feet. He's in the end zone. Great pass. That looks like, is that Lupo
Yeah.
on the reception? Big play
So that's what we were talking
by
about.
Moses.
That's what we were talking about. You don't want to give up the big
Yeah.
play. And that one was awkward because it looked like
Yeah, we had
Goffstown had double coverage there.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Scott, I assume they're going to go for 2.
I wouldn't in this situation,
Oh.
but they are.
Yep.
Maybe that they're thinking, hold on, 8 points, 24. I don't know
Yeah.
if I do that.
Well, we know the field goal unit is just not.
Yeah.
That's not going to get it done for them. I mean, that's.
It still makes it a. They still got to score 3 more touchdowns, even if they get this, to win the game.
Moses in the shotgun. Bew. Hisco in motion.
He's going to
We got
throw
a
it.
flag.
He's going to throw it.
He's going to keep it himself. He's going. Ew, we can't see from here.
He fell short.
Yeah, that's going to be just 6
But there's
points.
a flag, you said, right?
There is a flag. I thought there was. Did he pick it up? No, right at the 6-yard line on the left side of the field.
Okay, yeah, I do see one. But Goffstown is going off the field, and so is BG, so I guess it doesn't matter. It'll be a penalty on BG that'll be declined. But BG scores a quick touchdown with 2 minutes to go in the third.
They going to get to do it again, or no?
No.
So 28-6, Scott. With 2:01 on the clock in the third quarter. We're approaching the 2-hour mark of the game.
Bringing the score 28 for Goffstown and 6 for the Cardinals.
You know, the key for Goffstown in this late third quarter going into the fourth quarter is all going to be about clock management and the running game. You just don't want to turn the ball over quickly. You don't want any turnovers.
Scott, this is where you start taking the maximum amount of time on each play.
Right. So, and again, if you can pick up Allen, even if you don't get a touchdown, if you can get 2, 3
First downs, you're going to gobble up the clock.
and you gobble up 5 minutes, that's good.
Each possession?
Right, then that's all you need. Now let's see if we see an onside kick here if you're a BG. You might see something here.
Looks like he's going.
He's
That's
going
a big
deep.
kick. Fair catch by Leahy.
No.
No, okay. At the 15, Razzle-dazzle. He still has it. He's going to cut back to the middle across the 15. At the 20, he's down at the 22-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 from their own 22.
That was a really good kick by BG.
Yeah, very deep.
It's punted. I mean, it's kicked to about the 15-yard line.
It only took 6 seconds off the clock, surprisingly.
Well, it's hometown, right?
Yeah,
You gotta-
right.
So, needless to say, Goffstown seems to be in the driver's seat here, 28-6 with 1:55, but they can ill afford to have any turnovers,
Right.
and they need to pick up some first downs to kill some clock.
Leahy in motion. Hanault gives it to Leahy. Falling forward.
Picks up 3.
Yeah, with his height, he picks up 3 yards. No, maybe not, Scott. 2 on the play.
And he didn't get a great spot on that one, but the success for Goffstown has been runs up the middle for the most part.
With Stinnett and Juno. And here comes one. That's Stinnett. Oh, got tripped up.
He tripped up, yeah.
Boy, that's Stinnett.
Yeah,
Picked up about 4 or 5 on the play. Scott, I think he would have had the first down.
Yeah. I don't know if he tripped over his own player. A lot of times when you have guards that are pulling, you can trip over your own player. I'm surprised. We talked about this not even a minute ago about there's no urgency. If you're Goffstown, you want to chew clock, but it looks like they're just
they're still in the hurry-up offense here.
Just odd.
Hanault looking to pass. Goes out to the left. Pass is complete to
That's a
Putnam.
first down.
Is that Putnam?
As a flag, though.
First down and more.
So you might have a first down.
Up to the 38-yard line.
Okay, so you might have a first down, Alan, but I think Goffstown has a hold, which then would bring it back.
Yeah, that's Colby
So
Putnam.
it's in the area of offensive, hold.
On the defense, actually.
You sure?
Yeah, look where it is. Oh,
No,
holding on Goffstown.
it's a push in the back.
Well, I thought
after,
where the receiver was.
But it was a push in the back after he got, I'd say around the 38-yard line.
Well, they called it a holding, not so much a push in the back.
No, this is not a push. This is a hold.
He went like this, didn't he?
I thought he went like this,
Oh,
which is
okay.
a block on the back.
Okay.
3rd down and 6.
52 seconds on the clock. Again, Scott, I'd just chew up the clock, but
They can't now. It's 3rd down and 6. They got to go for it.
Hinault looking to pass. He's going up the middle. Oh!
And
Had Paez, big tight end, right?
yeah,
Number 80.
that was like a seam pass to Paez. Just couldn't connect, but it showed off Hinault's arm. That was right there. So now the punting unit comes out. So if you're BG, do you try to block this sucker or what? I think
sure.
you do.
You send the house.
And the other key here is now Goffstown player is late to the field.
This is where you send in the biggest bodies that you have. Picard late to coming on the field. Good snap. Lefebvre with a great
kick.
Across midfield, across the 40, has Lupo running back to the 30, and Baxter is there
Wow.
to drag him down at the 26-yard
Wow.
line. Excellent special teams coverage by Baxter. Great coverage,
You're
Scott.
talking about a 45, 50-yard net punt on that one.
that's
you know?
great. Great
Yeah.
punt.
So with 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, beautiful kick. That was probably
his best kick
Lefebvre's
tonight.
best kick maybe of the season, right?
That was a really good
crazy good kick.
It was good. It started with a great snap.
Yeah. So once again, Goffstown cannot give up big play.
big play.
They cannot give up big plays.
And we know the Cardinals can go for that big play.
And they're going to have to try. They've got great receivers in Lupo and
Hisco and
right,
Callahan.
and
Is
Callahan.
Callahan back, number 7? He was the one who went down with that injury on that far
I
side
don't
of the
know.
field.
Even 87, Baker can catch the ball.
Moses. Is that Lupo? Wow.
33 made that
Yeah,
tackle.
that's Bo. That's
Stinnett. Yeah, and Stinnett has been like textbook tackling tonight. I don't know if you've noticed
Well,
that.
he
but-
wraps him right up. He's just
Yeah.
not going to let go. That's fundamentals.
and
But
that'll do it for.
the 3rd quarter, that's going to bring – 9 seconds.
Yeah, I can't imagine them getting a playoff. They can't even get a play in 15 seconds from the sideline. So
Yeah, you're right. They're going to
that'll do it. So
– Yep. That's going to move him down the other end of the field. With the score of 28-6, your Grizzlies lead the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin at Stello Stadium in a chilly Nashua night. We got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. The Cardinals will have possession, 2nd down, 13 yards to go.
So speaking of Nashua, Allen, let's talk a little Manchester action.
Yeah.
The Manchester food scene has gotten really good,
it's
right?
Exploded,
Hasn't
right?
it? I mean,
really-
I'm a foodie. I like to go out to
Yeah.
eat at least once or
I
twice
was
a week.
telling you about this place called The Crown across from
Yes,
the Palace
yep.
Theater. They put an egg on the burger.
Yeah. Well, first of all, an egg on
Fantastic.
anything.
An
I
egg
think.
is a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. I
Like
mean,
a fried egg, right?
Yeah.
Or a poached egg.
sorry to any vegetarians listening to the coverage, but I love meat.
Yeah.
And I love protein.
So you probably like that Brazilian steakhouse.
Haven't been there in about 15 years,
No.
but
You? If you like meat, that's the place to
yeah,
go.
no,
right?
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
just keep it going, right?
But
mean, that's
I remember when I first moved here. It's been about 24 years, and there really wasn't much.
no. But
And now you go
Wow.
on Elm Street, and it's like
Every-
one.
how about
after
the bar
another.
scene too?
Yeah,
the
that's
bar
what I'm saying.
scene's picked up as well.
It's an excellent place to
This is
go.
a high school broadcast. We'll stay away from the bar scene.
That's right. We'll stay away.
But
from
I got to
that.
tell you, that bonfire place gives you free bacon. Not bad.
Free bacon.
Yeah, they give you bacon, like real crispy bacon too. Instead of popcorn, it's the same thing, right? And here comes Moses to Bo, right up the middle.
Yeah, and he doesn't even
Looks
get
like
a
Juno
yard.
was right there on the cover.
Yeah,
he didn't even get back to the line of
Yeah, he
scrimmage.
might have lost a yard. Yeah, so I was telling you, I went to this Taj India on Elm Street, and it was really good.
Really?
Yes.
Did you get the curry? Everything's curry in there.
I'm trying. I don't know if we had any.
I'm making pulled chicken barbecue tomorrow.
Okay. What I like about that is there's so many different spices in Indian food. It's just really tasty.
Moses, under pursuit, lobs it up. I think it's deflected by Cuddy, and he caught it.
I see. I thought it hit the ground.
That's Bo. Yeah, I thought
that hit the ground.
They're
my
saying
friends.
incomplete
Yeah,
pass.
right. That hit the ground. So Cuddy tips it, hits the ground.
Yeah, and then he picked up and ran like it was in play, but
because I don't think the whistle blew. That's why.
Well, the ball was. Scott, you can't pick up the ball from the ground and run with it.
Yeah. So this will be a punting situation for BG, and look for Goffstown. And right here, it's just called fair catch. You don't have to go crazy.
No, just catch the ball down it.
Yep.
And Scott, take your time with the ball. You're going to get the ball in great position. Just take your
you'll
time
get it at
with
the 50-yard line. So just
bad punt.
Bad punt. That goes out of bounds at about the 35.
That's a terrible punt. Wow, Grizzlies are going to come up with excellent position.
That was only a 5-yard net gain on that punt.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not what BG needed there.
No.
And safe to say that Goffstown is doing well tonight, 28-6. If they put a touchdown on the scoreboard, it's game over.
Scott, forget the touchdown. Just drain the clock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think now, though, but here at the 35, you're going to go for it on 4 downs.
You're going to go for it on all fours. Move the ball, take up the clock.
I would like to see Goffstown
I'd like to chew
run
up
the ball.
5 minutes on this possession. Right up the middle. That's Juno picking up 6 yards, maybe 7.
North-south.
Yep, 93.
Speaking of north-south, you went up north, Conway.
Oh, my God, help me.
Girls
went up to North Conway, Division II girls field hockey, lost to Kennett 3-1. They have only let in 2 goals all season. We scored. It was an amazing game. Here comes Juno across the 20, still on his feet. Across the 15, he's down at the 10. Finally, Lupo brings him down with the help of Hisco.
And a real smart play by Josh Juno. He stays in bounds. It's another 30 seconds. He could have went out of bounds at the 12, but he stays in bounds. Clock keeps running.
From the 10, 1st and 10, Hinault. Good snap. Juno up the middle. He's going to be in the end zone.
He's in a touchdown.
Hinault with a 10-yard run.
And they have no.
That's his second rushing touchdown.
So BG just had nothing. They could not stop Goffstown's rushing attack tonight. And Goffstown gets another touchdown to go up 34-6 with about 10 and a half minutes left in the game. So it's going to put this one in the books, kind of. I can't imagine BG coming back now.
No, Scott, please. It's going to be 35-6 with 10 minutes. Extra point, good. Plenty of leg. Gibson's been on target today. And Scott, the shame is that it's not a 35-point lead.
Yeah, you're right, because it'll be running time. But
yes, it would, my friend.
So 35-6. This one.
This one's in the bed.
Yeah, you give credit to Goffstown. They came in here. This could have been a game that could have been difficult. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I predicted 3 touchdown win.
Okay.
That's what I predicted. But I mean,
I would have predicted a 10-point win, maybe. But
yeah, I really wasn't.
This is
I
surprising.
wasn't too concerned. Gibson with a nice
kick.
line drive all the way down
kick.
at the 10. That's Hisco returning that. He's across the 20, the 25. He's going to be on the 30. He's out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. He's out of bounds. Cardinals will be 1st and 10 from their own 33 with 10:21 remaining on the clock in the 4th quarter.
So the story tonight is Jarrett Hinault. In my opinion, he comes in, replaces Charlie Keith.
Passing touchdown for 22 yards. Rushing for 10. Rushing for 5. Getting the job done, I'd say, for a sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, and he's just looked really good, and he's made some super decisions on that option. on that read option, he's making all the right calls. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Moses rolling left. Keeps it himself. No. Passes it to Lupo.
Oh, my God.
No gain on the play.
That was a one-arm, like, slap
I'm sorry,
down.
that's Bo. That was probably
34.
Baxter.
That was Brad Baxter, who just did like a hammer tackle.
It's a grizzly paw.
Yeah.
He's got a grizzly paw.
It was a grizzly paw
It's a big
tackle.
grizzly paw.
Under
Big.
10 minutes now.
Scott, we're at the 2-hour mark here. Is that average, you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Unusual, too, for the band to be playing while your offense is out there.
Moses.
Up the middle.
Up the middle. Picks up maybe 5 on the play.
And that hole closed down real quick.
That's going to bring up 3rd down with about 5 or 6 to go for the Cardinals. He's about 6 yards shy. 9 minutes remaining on the clock. Scott, the stands are still full.
Yeah. Well, I think it's senior night, too.
Oh, okay.
I think that's another reason. And
Oh,
we got a flag.
Yep.
Delay a game usually on those situations, but nope.
On Goffstown.
Defensive offsides for Goffstown.
All right. So that's a first down. Oh, just shy. Just shy of a first. Scott, they're going to be about
Allen, look this way.
Football.
Ty, look this way. You can do that. There you go. All right. It's my crew.
Are you going live? Are you live?
No, I'm not doing live. I'm just doing.
And here's Moses across the 45. He's still on his feet. Brought down by
That's a first down.
Dodge right at midfield. First down, moving the chains. And checking into the game is a big boy, big fella, number 63 for the Grizzlies, Antonio Capos, 6'3", 259. Representing the big fellas out here. Imagine that. You've been playing all game against a guy like half his size, and then he checks himself into the game.
Yeah.
And you see this wall. Moses in the shotgun.
Here comes.
Really not a whole lot. Maybe 3 yards on the play, Scott. Keeping the clock moving, which is really nice. Good to see Capos.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a Capos. As a freshman to get some good minutes here. Matthew Dalton. What number is he? 52 has checked himself into the game. Matthew Dalton, a sophomore. He's 6'4", Scott.
Yeah, some big kids. Big kids.
Wow. Pass is intended for Hisco. It's overthrown.
Tad high there. So
Yep.
bring up a 3rd and
Stops
7.
the clock. 7:23 on the clock. 3rd down, 7 to go. Scott, what do you think of the foliage this year? Kind of dull, right?
Dull. I would agree. Why?
Not
Is it rain, you
brilliant.
think, or why?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's almost the end of October, and it's dull.
Now, what about when you went up north today?
It was dull. It wasn't vibrant.
Okay.
It's not. I don't know. Dare I say I'm disappointed. A lot of pressure on Moses. Lobs it up. That's out of bounds. Oh, my God. Diving play. Almost caught it. That's number 81. That's Heidenreich. Yeah, they made good penetration through the line, Scott.
They're going to have to go for it here on 4th and 7 with 7:16 to go. They trail by 29 points, so this is a no-brainer. They got to go for it. Number 5, Hisco's got to watch out that he doesn't even line up off sides. His foot looks like it's offside.
It is
so
offside right now.
Hopefully he takes a step back.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, he's offside, Scott.
I mean, his head is over the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, my gosh. He's going deep. He's looking for Hisco. And he caught it. Scott, he was offsides to begin with.
Yeah, you know what?
Big play. Give it to him. I don't care. Keep the clock going. Let's get out of here.
Dare
But he
I-
was offsides to begin with.
Yeah, I'm going to say this, is that Goffstown on those situations, they're vulnerable because they give up that
Deep threat.
That deep, and also the space there.
But Scott,
they
where
make a
was
good
where was
position.
that earlier for the Cardinals? One time they had a play like that.
I would like to see the Goffstown coaching staff take a look at those 2 or 3 passes, where those deeper passes, and I think you can learn a lot about where the cornerbacks, where their footwork was on that, because they could have taken a better
Moses
angle.
going to the end zone, short, intended for Hisco.
What happened I'll give you on that one, Hisco, to give you a basketball term, he almost boxed out.
Right. He had good position.
He got really good position.
Well, his defender was behind him.
Right, but I think that's what I'm saying. The Goffstown cornerback has to take a little bit, not maybe a different angle, but a little different approach there and not get boxed out.
A lot of time here. Moses rolling left. Looking for the end zone. Pass is deflected, intended
Yeah.
for Lupo.
And Lupo is a great receiver, but that ball was just thrown behind him.
Yeah, the kid's rolling left, throwing right.
He didn't have much of it. And I don't know. I'm curious what happened with Joey De Silva, who I watched a couple of weeks ago.
And what
Maybe
number
got
is
hurt.
he?
He was number 2, and he had a really
Do you
accurate arm.
do you see him on the
I'm
sideline?
going to see.
I don't see a 2, Scott. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
And maybe he
That's
got
a
hurt.
42,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't know. And that's very possible.
He may not even be dressed.
Yeah, that's possible.
Moses with 6:40 on the clock. He's going to need more than a burning bush today. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Hisco.
And for Goffstown, that was tipped by Cam Kozak.
4th down territory for sure.
Yep, around 6.5 minutes to go.
At the 14 of the Grizzlies.
14-yard line.
I do like a fade route to Hisco here. Just throw it up and let Hisco get it.
No, John's going to pop that out again on the line.
Moses rolling left. Looking for Lupo.
Touchdown.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Great play.
That is caught by, who is that? That number 87?
87. I told you, Kyle Baker.
Kyle Baker with the touchdown.
That was a great pass to Baker. He's a big target, too. He's 6'2", 196. And they'll go for 2 points again. And then expect an onside kick, Allen. You have to.
Yeah.
It's a tale of 2 halves of a season for Goffstown. Remember, they could not put points on the board. They could not stop anybody.
Right.
And now they put up 35 points against Guertin.
Moses looking for the 2 point. Short pass out. This time to Bose. He's going to be stopped just shy at the 1 yard line. That'll keep the score at 35-12.
And that was number 12 for Goffstown.
That's Tex.
And you know what? He is 5'8", 100. It says here on the program that he's 5'8", 140 pounds. Okay? Now, if that's the truth,
It's half of me.
I know, but what I'm also saying, that's a pretty strong tackle.
Yeah.
He's at least closer to 5'10".
So we're saying that he grew 2 inches. Our camera crew knows him from school. He's probably 5'10", and they're going to give him a little bit more weight.
Scott, I'm going to tell you, these players take off their equipment.
Yeah.
They look like they
I
look
know.
like kids.
I know.
We talk like they're men out here.
Yeah.
We had the field hockey team
Yeah.
over for pasta party. These girls take off, they have their
Yeah.
hair down. They don't have the
Yeah.
goggles. They don't have the sticks. Didn't
Yeah.
even recognize
Yeah.
them,
So if you're Goffstown, you got to think of putting your hands team up front. I'm surprised that they're doing this. Aren't you? If you're Goffstown?
Yeah. The hands team, well, I mean.
No, they are going to do an onside kick, so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Look how they're set up.
You think they're just going to give up right now?
I don't think they're going to do an onside kick, Scott.
You have to.
All right.
I'm just
They're
shocked.
not overloaded by it. I mean,
I know, but you're supposed. This is what you have to do.
they're kicking it
Kick
deep.
it away.
Best kick tonight for the Cardinals. He touched it. That's dodge. Now it's out of the back of the end zone. That's their best kick today.
That was a great kick. So Goffstown.
Grizzlies will be 1st and 10
Yep,
from their own 20.
35-12. This game is just a matter of running the clock
Scott,
out here.
Scott, can we take up time now? Or are they going to run pass plays?
Hopefully they'll run the ball. You're hungry. You almost are hangry.
I'm
hangry?
getting hangry right now.
You're getting hangry.
Yeah. I'm like Hagar the Horrible right
Yeah.
now.
So I got to give a shout out to my friend Joe Parumba at the Hillsborough County Nursing Home. He called me today, and Joe wanted to know.
Ball's loose.
And
Ball's
BG
loose.
has it.
Let's see.
BG signaling that they have
Signaling is BG ball.
it. BG ball.
BG ball at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 22.
Well, it's exactly what you didn't want to happen if you were Goffstown. Turnover deep inside your territory. So speaking of Joe Parumba, Joe is at Hillsborough County Nursing Home. Call me up.
What's he doing there? Does he live there or work there?
He lives there.
He lives. Okay.
He is a
okay.
resident there. He hopes to get out soon. He's rehabilitating himself.
Sure.
And he hopes to get out pretty soon. But he was asking if the game was going to be live. I said no. I don't think
sorry,
so.
Joe. You'll have to watch
You have
it.
to watch
in
it on
replay.
TV.
Hope
So
you get better.
Feel
Feel better.
You're getting a shout out from me.
Scott, we got Moses here. And Bo set up 6-14. He's rolling right. He's looking for Hisco. Out of bounds. Way overthrown.
Way out of bounds.
Tex on the
Yeah.
coverage.
And good pass.
And also on the coverage, new number, Scott, number 6. That's Cooper Flanagan. He's a sophomore. That's the first time we've seen Cooper Flanagan out there. Number 6 for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, so you're seeing Antonio Capos, Liam Ravaz.
Emma
Ravaz.
Ravaz is on the field hockey team.
Okay, Ravaz.
Good. What number is Liam?
Liam is number 60.
Okay. All right, good. Moses with a quick pass is complete to Hisco. Wrapped up right away. And on that tackle is 35.
That would be Cam Kozak.
Cam Kozak on the tackle. Wrapped him up nicely, Scott.
So Goffstown has put in, their substitutes on defense. But looks like BG has not at this point.
Scott, what number was Ravaz?
He's
Liam.
60,
Oh, and
I
he's a
thought.
sophomore. Okay. Quick pass out. Pass intended
And unfortunately, he couldn't pick that ball
for
up.
Amaral. Pass is incomplete. And it stops the clock, Scott.
At 5.5 minutes to go.
Yep.
3rd down and 3. 4th and 3, I should say.
4th down.
You're
3
yawn-
yards to go.
that was
on
a
the 15.
yawn.
I know.
That was a
I did yawn.
yawn.
I'm sorry.
Were you up early today?
I had a long day today, Scott.
I know.
I'm mentally beat.
All the way up to North Conway.
Tomorrow
and
I got a
back.
relaxed day.
Watch
Got to move
football.
some furniture.
Moving furniture again?
Yeah, we got to move it back now.
Oh.
I know, right? Pass is
Touchdown.
complete for a touchdown to Hisco. This time, the top of your screen, Moses to Hisco.
That was like a stutter step. He stutter stepped and then went. That's a beautiful throw.
5:25 to go in the game.
And here come the Cardinals charging back late in the 4th quarter.
So
With the
here,
score of 35-18, they're going
here
for
you
2.
got to
One
go
more
for
time.
2, right?
Scott,
so
now you go for 2. Scott, could this be an interesting game? I don't think so.
Did I not tell you, though, that
Run
BG,
the clock,
did I not say
Scott.
that BG doesn't give up? I told you,
Scott,
no matter what
run
the score.
the clock.
Well, you
That's all
tried. You tried doing that, right? And you fumbled it.
Cardinals again looking for the 2-point conversion.
Moses, quick back out, looking for Hisco, and that's good. 2 points is good.
So we've got ourselves a 15-point game here. So it's 2 touchdowns with 5.5 to go.
And that's 35-20.
Yeah. So they've mounted a big comeback here. They're not going away.
No.
And I told you this when they played North, and I announced that game. very similar situation, and they did not give up.
Scott, there's 5.5 minutes in the fourth, and they're down by two
here's
scores.
The other thing, too, is that if you're Coach Huff, do you say, I'm putting my starters back in this game? I mean,
You could. Because the Grizzlies need this win.
they definitely need this win. And but before, when it was a 21-point game,
Scott,
with 6 or 7 minutes left, you're like,
if they cough this up
Yeah.
and BG scores here,
right.
this is a problem.
Of course it is.
Now,
Yeah.
Scott, there's a skateboard park right
Yeah, I
over to
saw
our right.
that,
That's
yeah.
pretty neat, huh? If you win Megabucks or Megaville, you got to build one of those too.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, and we could hire that guy Hawk. What's his name? Tony Hawk. He could
be
be like
coach.
instead of a golf pro,
He'd
he
be a
could be a
coach.
skate coach.
Now, do they do a kick here, like a squib kick?
No, they're going to kick it deep again.
Do the same thing?
Yeah, watch.
I don't know.
They're going to go. It worked last
Onside
time.
kick.
No. Oh, wow, that's a good kick though. Look where it made it all the way to the 20. Don't drop this ball. Is that Putnam? Putnam down at the 33-yard line, 34 maybe.
And call me crazy, but like on those, you just like run it to his open space and go down. I mean, you don't do anything crazy here. You don't try to get extra yardage. You don't need it.
You dropped the ball there at the 33.
So you got to figure here, running plays. You got 35
Give it a
seconds.
93.
You got 35 seconds in between plays, so you can kill 2 minutes.
Is that what
on-
it is, Scott?
Yeah, it's about that.
35?
Yeah,
That's
so
a lot of time.
So you can kill
Almost 2 minutes.
2 minutes just by doing some running
They
plays.
should at least gobble up 2
Yeah,
minutes.
I mean,
Hanault, sophomore quarterback, having a great night. Gives it to 93. He's on his feet. He's moving about 6 yards, 7 yards maybe. 6 on the carry.
so all Goffstown needs to do is pick up maybe 2 first downs here, 3 tops, and this game is over. But give credit to Bishop Guertin, who has not given up. They were down. They trailed by almost 28, 29 points, and they came back.
Scott, what do you think? Back to I-93?
Yeah, I just think you want to protect the ball here. Don't do anything fancy. Try to pick up a first down on the ground. That's it. If you're BG, you load the line.
Gives it to I-93 right up the middle. Oh, Scott,
He's shy.
close.
Oh,
yeah,
he's-
but
whoa.
forward progress.
You're right.
He's going to be really close
You look
to a
at that
first down.
one, the far judge.
Yeah, look where
gives
he
him
is.
A first, yeah. Yeah, they're going to give him a first down here. And they are. They're calling.
Yeah, that's a
moving the
first
chain.
down.
So
That's going to change the clock.
So
keep the clock
now,
moving.
if you're Goffstown, don't get up to the line. You don't need to get up to the line.
Take your time. Spread it out. Wait till the back judge raises his arm. Look, now he takes his hat. Take your time.
Which they are. They're going to wait till his arm goes up.
Of course, Scott.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Now you snap it. Right up the middle to I-93. Picks up
Another
10,
first down.
11, 13 yards on the carry. Keeping
Yeah.
the clock moving, keeping the chains moving.
So this is what Goffstown needs. Just a very cautious run up the middle. Don't turn the ball over.
Oh, at this rate, Scott, they're going to end up in the end zone after 3 more plays.
They might, but that's not what your goal is here. Your goal here is just to simply kill the clock. You want to win the game. You don't necessarily need to score again. And Justin Huff does not like that as a coach anyway. He doesn't run up scores.
No, not at all. Well, Scott, I mean, listen, he's had a lot of the players that we first time we've called their names.
Yeah. See, they're still waiting.
I-93 up the middle. Wow, picking up first down and more again. He's inside the 30, down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 one more time.
And what I like about Juno is that he's holding the ball tight.
Really tight.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
So he's protecting it.
Scott, we're at the 3.5-minute mark. Grizzlies are threatening again with a score of 35-20. Which, Scott, there's a flag down.
And what are they going to call? A hold or something?
And Scott, the score reflects a much closer game than it really is.
I know. It hasn't been close at
No,
all.
No.
And they're going to bring that one back 10 yards on a hold. How many yards are they going back here? It's going to be first down and about 18. First down and 18 at the 48-yard line of Bishop Guertin.
And the clock's moving, Scott. Wow, that was a big penalty.
Yeah, it's a 10-yard hold.
Yeah, that's, wow. I-93 gets the call. He's up the middle, back to the original line of scrimmage at about the 42-yard line of the Cardinals. At the 3-minute mark, the Grizzlies are still moving the ball.
Second down and 11 now.
From the 42.
They dropped 2 minutes so far.
I-93 up the middle, and look at the gain he gets. Forward progress, Scott. I got him at about 5 yards on that.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if they even go for it on fourth down. I mean,
Right, why not?
I mean, so this will bring it back down to under 2 minutes to play with a third down and about, I'm going to give it 7 yards.
It would
Long
be interesting
6.
if BG stopped them and got the ball and see if they could make a quick score of this. Taking the time again, why not? At the 2-minute mark right now, Scott. Third down, 6 yards to go from the 37. Juno, one more time, he stood up at the 35.
Yeah, so now they can let the clock go down till about a minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And they can either call a timeout. That's what I would do. I would call a timeout and either go for it or call a timeout and punt. And this is a situation where you probably will go for it. I mean, there's no harm in going for it. And they'll do the same thing. They'll wait till the referee puts his arm up. And that should be right about now, and he does.
Juno gets the call first
And he got
down.
a first down. So
And that'll
that's
do
it. Now you just take a knee. Now you can just take a knee, and that'll do it.
Yep. That's at the minute 8 mark. Grizzlies with the first down. That'll close it out. Coming in for quarterback is number 7. That's Ben Dodge. No? Scott, where's our quarterback?
Jose? No.
Jose Paez is the quarterback.
No, he's not.
He's the senior. He gets the snap, gives it to Hagar. Hagar picks up 3 yards on the carry. And Paez, 5'10", 208, that was the quarterback there.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Hey, maybe
he's
they-
always wanted to play quarterback.
I think maybe that's what it is. He's staying in, Scott, and they're running plays. Half a minute left. Up, and they take the knee. He takes the knee right there, Scott. This is going to do it.
And I don't think we're doing interviews, right? Because we're hungry.
No. Wrapping things up here at Stello Stadium. The Grizzlies with the W, 35-20 over the Cardinals. Closing out the game is Jose Paez at quarterback. Hanal did a super job tonight.
He did, and I think a lot of credit goes to the coaching staff. This could have been a challenge for Goffstown. They had a couple of big wins in the last few weeks. They started off 0-3. They've now peeled off 5 wins in a row. They play Keene at home next week.
I won't be there, fans, but enjoy the game and the coverage.
Goffstown, if they go 6-3, they beat Keene next week, they will earn a playoff spot. And who would have thought that in the beginning after that third game? I was thinking
what a run
they'll
the
be
Grizzlies
lucky
have
to
had.
hit 4-5, 5-4, right?
Yep. Fans, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast for GTV Sports. Bye-bye.